I'm going to persevere. I'm going to punch through the boundaries. I'm going to become, that person that they say I can't be. And I'm going to be successful no matter what. But even though I have done that, there's still this back here. This song. In the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind. Trying to hit this beat on time. Keep my eyes wide open, looking on the horizon. I'm putting my time in, digging up this mine, searching for a cherry diamond. Looking for these nuggets of truth, I need to find them. But until then, I'll carry on grinding. 1 year older, alcoholic former. I can feel the dark side getting colder. I made a deal with the devil on my shoulder. All I can do is to keep the demons in the corner. Give my pig a fish, feed him for a day, but don't take away his bottle of Tanqueray. 1 more drop and we'll be okay. Or maybe I should save it for a rainy day. Take another trip down to Total Wine. Pour another drink in my cup. Drink it all down to the bottom line. All this money, it'll never be enough. Now I think I'm feeling fine, so I polish this rhyme like a diamond in the rough. Try to free my mind, put my nose to the grind, put my pen to the paper when things get tough. Don't believe in the lies of Pete, cause I'm a super blind man, but I still see the blackest eyes like a black-eyed pea. Words crystallize as I'm flowing on the beat. Look into the water at my reflection. 5'12" with a mayonnaise complexion. Drink some whale tail from my depression. Captain Ahab on a ship with no direction. I am a man sitting on an island alone with 2 gin bottles and a microphone. Writing my message on a scroll and throw it into the Dead Sea like a skipping stone. Spinning in this vortex unknown. Riding on a whale until I'm home. It's not that deep, but don't look below, cause before you know it, you'll get caught in the undertow. Take another trip down to Total Wine. Pour another drink in my cup. Drink it all down to the bottom line. All this money, it'll never be enough. Now I think I'm feeling fine, so I polish this rhyme like a diamond in the rough. Try to free my mind, put my nose to the grind, put my pen to the paper when things get tough. If these entities were trying so hard to contact us, why would they be so cryptic? Why would they be always hiding? It doesn't make any sense. There's got to be an explanation. Nights slow, shoulders blow, my eyes twitch, my ears itch, no tips. I am licking my lips. I hear it inside. I open my eyes. I know I can hide. Something is moving. I swear it's not me. I'm open blocked. It's still penetrating. Roll back and sway. Deep in away. I'm losing my life, my son and my wife. I am begging you, please. You got what I need. Oh God, you hear it again?
Oh shit, he's waking up!
Corner demons coming alive. Crawling up the walls, better open your eyes. Empty your wallet, open your ears. I got 2 big bills and a bucket of tears.
I have a successful business. I'm happy doing what I do. Next month when I get paid, it's gonna be like way low compared to what I get paid from YouTube. I am nervous. I'm too stressed out. I'm already at my wit's end. I got a million things I'm juggling to try to make happen. There's just too much going on right now in my life.
It's not my fault. I did nothing wrong. Watch me explode. Never get never bomb. Try to ruin my business, but I am a success. I got a finance degree and a pile of vests. Did you
see that thing that was up in the corner here?
Where's Shay? He's waking up!
Corner demons coming alive. Crawling up the walls. Better open your eyes. Empty your wallet. Open your ears. I got 2 big bills and a bucket of tears.
I am Satan Burnell. I'm changing my name to Lucifer Satan Burnell from now on.
Is it the end of days? Is it the end of the world? Is it the second coming of the son of Satan?
Satan has come for me.
Summon demons.
Satan. Hail Satan. Coming for you, Sister Catherine.
Heal thyself, hail Satan. Loving tonight.
Satan is evil.
Worship. One thankful for God. One thankful for ancient flashing.
Yes.
Your dad is Satan.
Satan. Kill him. Kill the demon. Rip its head off. Shove it up its ass. In the corner.
Satan lives in the pussy.
Here it is. Demon child on the floor.
Burn in hell, Burnell. Now I'm gonna burn in hell for the rest of eternity.
And speaking of burning in hell for the rest of eternity, it's our turn. Yes, you, Rue. And by burning in hell for the rest of eternity, of course, I mean hanging out with yours truly, One Atlas the Bookkeeper. Thank you all for showing up Saturday morning. Hopefully it's a good one. Apologies for the last two. I have completely uninstalled everything involving OBS. I've uninstalled a bunch of programs. I've reinstalled programs, uninstalled drivers, reinstalled drivers, unplugged everything from my C, plugged it all back in. Buddy, I've done it all. And my mic's probably egregiously loud. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I've tried it all. If it don't work now, it's never gonna work. And that we just live like this for forever, actually. Thank you all for showing up. Of course, it's been a while, and it's been a very hectic week for me. Trying to keep up with the guy. It started snowing here where I live, so you know I'm on snow patrol again. Went out for the first time yesterday. Very cool, very robust. I watched DSP's Thanksgiving thing. Didn't really care. He was just thankful for money. Surprise, surprise. But what I was more interested in is his PC, his second PC, to be specific. And apparently there was issues with it, and I don't know anything about this PC. I don't know the specs on it, despite listening to him talk about it. And I don't particularly know what the issue was, and I'm really hoping that you more informed styles out there can inform me so I actually know. And don't worry, we're not going to be watching the setup stream where he rolled all over the floor and made an ass out of himself. I'm going to watch the following day's event. Thank you, Robert Williams, for joining the 60 Skulls for the last 9 months. Hell yeah, dude. Static or no, thank you for all you do. Big ups, brother. I really appreciate it. And Dustball came through earlier. Okay, it wasn't up yet. I can't replay Dustball. Dustball, no. But yeah, we're going to be watching the stream the following day where he informs you what is wrong with his PC. And if you guys could tell me if what he says is accurate or not, I assume that it's not. But you never know with the guy. Sometimes he accidentally tells the truth and he doesn't even know it. And then after that, obviously, we're watching the Wendy's eating style ceremony, which I haven't seen any of other than it's an hour long somehow. I genuinely don't know how he made the eating segment an hour long when it's fucking Wendy's, but I guess we get there when we get there. Without further ado, though, I think it's time we start. We get in there. I'm seeing that it's awful. The Wendy's chili salad combo meal is awful. Well, hopefully you're around for it then. Tell me why it's awful.
Welcome to the show. Today is Wednesday, the 27th of November, 2024. Tomorrow is American Thanksgiving, Turkey Day, what the whole background has been about the entire month, and I'm excited to celebrate.
Going back in time, dude. Wednesday before
nice
Thanksgiving.
Also, that means that starting this Friday, the Christmas festivities begin.
Mods, take care of Eric Brennan. He's out of control. He's trying to derail the stream.
Christmas frame videos, all kinds of stuff. It's going to be good. I cannot wait. As you know, the Christmas season is my favorite season of the year, and things pick up a lot around here. So, today, I really have one major topic. The arrival of the new PC, what happened with it, and the resolution, because there's a story
Please,
here
that's what we're all here for.
And I certainly hope that you will be interested in it. If not, this may be a podcast you're not too interested in, and you may want to come back later. Like I said, probably the second half of the show, I will just do like open Q&A and just hang out with the audience for as long as they want to hang out. And then if we get bored, I'll probably just move on and play Stalker. All right. I didn't really prepare anything else today.
I just wanted to point out that this is supposed to be a podcast pre-stream style show that people can listen to auditorily if they'd like. If they don't care about the gameplay, they don't care about DSP's other antics, you can tune into the Level 1 podcast and get your gaming news, your schedule updates, whatever that's worth if you don't care about the gameplay. I guess that doesn't even fucking make sense. But like, DSP's Level 1 podcast is supposed to be its own entity. It's supposed to be its standalone content. Yet he's going to get on stream and just fill you in on what happened yesterday with his PC that has no effect on the podcast today. The pre-stream. Sorry, I keep calling it a podcast. It's not. It's a pre-stream. Who is this for exactly? If they cared, they'd have been there. And if they didn't care, why would you bother them with this on the following day when all they want to hear about is the gaming news? I promise you, gaming news is happening, despite DSP not caring about it and only caring about his PC issues. I promise that's the case. But this is obviously far more important, you guys.
It's been a whirlwind 24 hours, to say the least. It's just so weird. So last week, it was a crazy Wednesday because the power had been out, and then I had to rush because the guy was coming to install a fan.
Oh
this
my
week,
God.
It's crazy because of the PC
a
arrives,
week later,
it doesn't work, and so I'm in a big
he's
frantic,
still talking about the power being out somehow.
Wrong. I got a million people working on it. Finally, someone figures it all out, and I'm like, oh my goodness. So anyway, it's just been zany. Can I have like a normal Wednesday at some point? I'm happy that I'm able to be here all day today. Remember, the last 2 Wednesdays I wasn't able to stream during the day. At least I can be here all day today. Okay. So to clarify, we don't need any troubleshooting stream tonight.
No,
we're gonna do gameplay all day.
Dude.
Stalker 2 on the day stream and Bloodborne on the late stream, as was originally planned. But that does mean no Street Fighter 6 this week. I know some people will be upset about that and be like, "What the heck? No Street Fighter at all? What can you?"
Who are these people anymore? Who are these people? Aside from M. Bode, who's asking to see Street Fighter 6 still? I'm sorry, Bode, if that's not an accurate call out. You're the person I'm pointing fingers at. Who's asking for Street Fighter 6 still, dude? It's not even funny to see him be upset anymore. It's the same fucking salt every time, dude. I'm so confused as to who the audience is for, like who the audience is that is asking for Street Fighter 6. I haven't known for a very long time. Apparently it's Skull, Master of Skulls is the target audience. He's the one person. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. Never mind. I'm being live debunked. There are still people. All right. Okay,
it's
fine.
Been a crazy week, a busy week. I'm juggling quite a lot of games. Street Fighter's not a new one. So that means it'll return next
I think we'd be
week,
better off
probably,
without Street Fighter 6.
Okay?
I'll just say it like it is.
So before we get to the PC story, oh, by the way, available at darksidephil.shop.
Oh, yeah. If you thought we were getting directly into the PC nonsense, you're wrong. I'm making you watch the whole pre-stream. I need to see the begging, dude. You need your daily dose. And the guy's not going to be on today.
Baseball shirts, tote bags, all kinds of stuff. Give it a look, darksidephil.shop. Some great product for you and your family members.
I mean, how else would you know to go to darksidephil.shop to get your stupid mug or whatever?
A nice big package under the mistletoe, excuse me, under the Christmas tree. Rip it open on Christmas morning. Pull out the present, a genuine 100% officially licensed Wow Dude t-shirt with my cartoonish ugly face on it.
Whoa.
What a Christmas present for Christmas morning. Amazing, right? I mean, you want to put the holiday cheer into your family, get some stuff off of darksidephil.shop right now. But I'm just warning you.
And I know that he's saying all of this ironically. There's no way that he legitimately thinks that his dents are going to buy their family members Christmas gifts with his ugly ass cartoon face on it. But the idea that somebody could, and that he's encouraged this behavior, even ironically, is a little saddening to think that there's somebody out there who was cursed with having a shirt with DSP's fucking face on it because one of their family members is dumb as hell. That does genuinely kind of make me feel a way. But I guess maybe they should have just helped their family member not be so dented. Maybe that was the strat the whole time. Thank you, Pope, Super, Kame Jizzler, for the 9 months. Curses on you, Atlas, for making me watch the begging. This is the opposite of robust and meaningful content. I want to see the guy suck at life. Ack. Well, you're going to see that anyway, dude. The begs are him sucking at life. It's a byproduct of. You just have to revel in it, of course. Thank you for the 9 months.
You need to get it right away, because if you don't, you're not going to get it in time for Christmas. The lead time on the stuff is...
And I see you guys talking in the chat about It Time Rope, if that's your present. Legitimately, though, I do have to say, if my little sister bought me a DSP, like, sweatshirt as a Christmas gift, it would be really funny. Like, I would be upset she gave the guy money, but it would be really comical, because she knows about this. She knows what we do over here.
roughly around 2 to 3 weeks. It took me about 2.5 weeks to get my
yes, Ratio the Lost. He got a second PC.
In fact, I think I'm gonna wear that new sweatshirt tomorrow to show it off, so you guys know what it looks like. But yeah. So definitely,
Jacob,
jump on
we
that
would still
now.
call it redempt 100%.
Remember, 100%. I think it's over 50
There's no
bucks,
exceptions.
You get free shipping worldwide, which I'm sure you want. Shout out to Super Key, who just became a member here on YouTube. Thank you so very much, Super Key. I appreciate that. That's our first contribution of the day, and that's a great transition, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
we are currently at 85 straight streams of hitting the support goals.
I love that receiving money is the perfect transition into begging for money. I'm not quite sure how those two things lead into each other. You would think that after receiving money, you would postpone the begging, but apparently at a DSP, getting handed $1 immediately means asking for more. Don't ask me where he got his shamelessness from. It'll never make sense to me.
And of course, crushing the internet trolls. They are very upset. They were actually very happy last night because they said, ooh, another setup stream.
Apparently they're not upset. They're upset, they're seething, but also they were really happy last night. All right, sounds good, dude.
Where Phil is going to have issues with a new PC, just like he did with his gaming PC in August, and he's going to completely lose his mind, and he's going to freak out. Well, that didn't happen. I was disappointed. I was stressed. But I didn't flip out on the audience. I held my anger within and said it is not anyone's fault that this is happening at all.
Wow.
So it was good.
Very
I didn't
mature.
have a meltdown, and people weren't upset with me for exploding and screaming at them because I didn't for once. That was good. Now, of course, they were cheering.
But please notice that he says for once. Please notice that he's expecting to be praised. He's expecting people to talk all sorts of positive things about him in chat because he didn't lash out at them last night because he's too fucking stupid to put together his PC the way that it needed to be put together. Like, just think about that. This is a grown fucking man expecting praise heaped upon him for having some sort of emotional regulation in his skill set. What the hell is wrong with this guy? Does he not hear the things that come out of his mouth and just think about them for longer than 0 seconds? Because if he did, he might actually be a better person. It's so jarring to hear him say things like this unironically, to legitimately think that he deserves people to give him more money for not yelling at them. What the fuck? Oh, I turned my keyboard off.
Because the capture card didn't work. That's what we're going to talk about
the
this
morning.
morning.
Hit the desk
Luckily,
and it instantly went off.
Got to the bottom of it, and I know what's going on, so we'll discuss that. But yeah, so good stuff. So let's talk. 85 straight streams. Let's keep that momentum going, folks. All right, today, full podcast plus Stalker 2. We've hit $150 to support. The streak continues. And remember, we only have today's 2 streams, tomorrow's Thanksgiving stream, and then the day stream on Black Friday. And if we hit all those goals, it is time for a big reward, as announced yesterday, which people
what are we doing, DSP? What are we eating?
Once I announced it.
Give us the preview.
Ladies and gentlemen, the reward this week is AI Phil. No, it's DSP tries it the entire...
Has anybody noticed that he does that joke every single time? Every time he does the transition onto his PC to look at whatever fucking food that he's gonna eat, he always manages to go to the slideshow first and then go AI Phil, Street Fighter Phil, Ally Phil. Like, it's not funny the first time. It's not funny the times after that. It just demonstrates his incompetence, and he's not covering it up. He just needs to click on the right fucking thing, dude. click on it the right time for like once. Just do it one time correctly, please.
Your new Wendy's menu, including the mushroom bacon cheeseburger, the salted caramel frosty, and the new taco salad, which is basically the old taco salad that I ate over 12 years ago.
A mushroom
and I
burger
got
from Wendy's? That
insane
sounds
bad
fucking
diarrhea,
foul.
which kept me like
I
in
would
pain,
never.
keeled over for 2 days. There you go. Now, if that's not a reward, I don't know what is.
Yeah,
That's much
Raziel,
better than 3
it's hard to
Whoppers. I
tell
mean, come on.
sometimes with DSP
So,
whether or not something's a
please,
joke.
Support the streams. Let's keep that going. Let's keep that alive. I cannot wait to try this coming Friday after the gameplay ends of Call of Duty, because it is going to be Black Ops Friday, this coming Black Friday.
It's gonna be
Okay?
Black Ops Friday.
Good stuff. Okay.
You guys love Black Ops.
So, thank you. Everything counts. Super chats, super stickers, memberships, and gifted memberships on YouTube, subs and gifted subs on Kick, and tips. Appreciative of everything. I will say this. It's month end. We're in the final couple days of November. These days are critical because these are essential to performance for the month. And on Kick, I actually get paid on Kick the first of every month. So anything I get today or tomorrow, I get paid for right away, which would help a lot. And so it would be great to have a good final ending of the month. If we can get some gifted subs on Kick today and tomorrow, that would be superb and would help a ton. So please be supportive if you can.
So him moving to Kick, like I just want to point it out to everybody, has now given him 2 separate like things to beg for. Obviously, there's nothing new. But like now he's begging for 2 separate deadline dates where, you know, 1 week it's, oh guys, we really need a push on Kick because I'm going to be getting paid on the 1st. So anything at the end of the month. But also we're going to be begging for YouTube because they pay out the 22nd. So we're just constantly going to be on a rotation of I need support on this side, I need support on that side as these 2 different checks come in. I just wanted to know, like, why he thinks that's a good idea to say to his audience on a regular basis. You've got this revolving door of content checks coming in, and you're still begging to the nth degree. Just a wild business idea. That's it. Just confused as to how this operates as a business.
Thank you to those who've been so supportive this year. I mean, the whole reason we're talking about a new PC.
Well, and Raziel, that's kind of one of the biggest issues is that he's asking, do you remember when streamer audiences reaching goals meant the audience actually really got stuff? Yeah, I do. And I even remember when DSP hitting goals actually meant that people got stuff other than him feeding his fat ass. I remember when he used to do, multiplayer sessions with his audience. I remember when they used to pick the game and he would do a full playthrough. I remember these things. And now they actually get nothing. And he seems to be getting just as much money. Well, it's not just as much money. I know what the numbers actually look like, according to the spreadsheet. But you know what I mean? Like, the guy is still making out. He still has more than enough money to live his sinful lifestyle. But they get nothing in return, literally, other than him feeding himself, which he had to do anyway. So I failed to see how that's a reward for the audience, but I digress.
It's because of your support. It's the only reason I was able to afford it. All right? So thank you all. Okay, now let's get to the subject matter at hand, all right? We're going to talk about what happened yesterday.
Getting
But
into
FYI,
it, finally.
Quick schedule update for the rest of the week. Today it's Stalker 2 and Bloodborne on the late stream. Tomorrow, Thanksgiving Day, I am doing 1 stream. I'm doing a very special edition of the Level 1 podcast where I'm going to tell you everything I'm thankful for this year, and I'm actually going to show you.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to say. I'm going to show you, all right? Then it's going to...
What he means by he's going to show you, spoilers so nobody has to watch the following Raw Phil stream. Sorry, Raw Phil.
How can you kill a god?
Sin, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Hell yeah, dude. But spoiler, his Thanksgiving stream was literally just him going, guys, I'm so thankful for the resurgence. Thank you for your money. I bought a new washer and a dryer, and then he would show you a picture. And then he would go, I bought this new PC, and then he would show you a picture. And then he was like, I bought these curtains, look. And then he would show you a picture. And then he's like, I replaced my shower, and then he would show you a picture. Just the idea of a streamer showing you all of the things that he bought with your money as some sort of reward, as some sort of special, is kind of asinine. That's so disrespectful on every level. I don't know how anybody supports this guy. I never really understood it to begin with, but that kind of behavior should be eye-opening and a huge red flag to anybody still supporting. But they're a lost cause. We all know. It's okay.
to be Microsoft Flight Simulator tomorrow, where it's going to be very relaxing. I don't want anything that's stressful on Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, I want to be a very laid-back day, very interactive, chill, lots of conversation. So that's why we're going to be doing Microsoft Flight Simulator.
I know, I'm sorry to keep pausing because I was corrected and I don't want to misspeak now. Fluctuating miasmas, right? He didn't fix the shower. He got a new shower head, a new spigot style, so that he can wash himself better. But there is still, I believe, a leak behind the wall, and there's still a mold problem, which he outright addressed and said that he doesn't have the money to fix because it would require far too much work. So I guess the mold spores are just growing indefinitely behind the walls, and that'll be somebody else's problem eventually. I guess that's the life he's living, guys. Don't think for a second he actually fixed anything.
Simulator tomorrow, and it's going to be great. It's going to be you guys picking where we go. Basically, the people who are contributing, the top contributors, will get to pick all the locations that we fly to all around the world. It's going to be an awesome tourism event tomorrow on stream. There is no late stream tomorrow night because I'm going to celebrate the Thanksgiving holiday with my family. My wife is going to be making an amazing meal, and we want to chow down on that. Plus, I need to have some time to set up the Christmas backdrops and everything for that. So I'm going to be doing that tomorrow night. Then when I come back on Friday, it's going to be Black Ops Friday. So it's going to be...
The idea that this guy needs any more time than about 45 minutes to put all of that shit on those stupid tables in the background is laughable. Actually laughable. He acts like this is some sort of high-end production where everything's got to be secured properly and up to OSHA standards and everything's got to be nice, straight, and orderly. And it's just, he slaps the shit on there at the dumbest angles possible, literal trash in some instances, and calls it a fucking day. But it's some big to-do for the guy. Don't worry. He's hard at work behind the scenes on his day off.
We Call of Duty Black Ops 6 on the daytime stream. Likely we'll do the daily challenges. Maybe we'll do some multiplayer. Maybe we'll do some Warzone. I don't know what we're going to do, but it's going to be fun no matter what. Okay? And then ranked. Oh, that's right. I started playing ranked, and I actually really liked ranked. I'd like to play more of the ranked gameplay as well.
How many times can you say ranked? Jesus.
It is DS Politics. That's right. Do not forget. DS Politics is still happening this week. It's just happening on Friday night instead of Thursday because Thursday night is Thanksgiving. So,
did anybody watch?
Welcome to the show.
Fuck's sake. Did anybody watch the DSP Politics last night? Can anybody give me an update on what that may or may not have sounded like? Just because I'm curious and didn't watch it myself. Why? I mean, I don't know how you could, in all honesty. It was boring. It was terrible. I watched it. I skipped it. Yes, those Wave Man, those are the behind the scenes things that he does behind the scenes. He swaps out his stupid painting and his turkeys to put it in the Christmas tree and Chestnut the squirrel. You guys love Chestnut the squirrel. He talked about tariffs, Trudeau going to Taylor Swift concert, and some boring shit. Who fucking cares? Oh my God. Genuine question. And that's why I couldn't even bother watching that. If I had to listen to this man talk about fucking Trudeau and Taylor Swift, I might jump.
Not forget
into a
DS
pool.
Politics
of course,
is still happening this week. It's just happening on
For
Friday
fun.
night instead of Thursday because Thursday night is
The
Thanksgiving.
irony is I can't
so
swim.
Exclusively
So
on Kick on DSP Gaming Reel, the third episode of DS Politics, and I got some interesting topics.
super interesting.
That are going to be discussed, including this week we're going to talk about Trump tariffs and their effectiveness. And also their impact on the American people. And we're going to be talking about all kinds of stuff, like great topics this week. Okay, so it's going to be a really, really good show.
We've got tariffs and great topics. Sound good? Sounds good to me. I guess great topics meant Taylor Swift and Trudeau.
Holy crap, ladies and gentlemen! I just received a $250 Canadian super chat from JLB.
Wow,
Who said,
JLB.
I just want to stop by and drop off a
Huge
Thanksgiving
whale.
gift. Congrats on this terrific year you're having. Thank you so very much. That's huge. Let's see how much that actually is. I'll do the conversion. That's a huge contribution right there. Let's take a look.
J Mike, I can't swim because I was
Do
never
some
taught.
currency
I sink like a
conversion.
rock. Despite
So,
despite being a lighter person,
USD.
I genuinely do sink. It's crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the equivalent of 178 US dollars. With
Whoa.
one single super chat, we just hit the goal for this stream.
JLB
Wow.
just bailed out the
Well,
stream.
JLB,
Let's go.
You're awesome. Thank you so very, very much. I would say
Are
happy
you guys
Thanksgiving,
seething right
except you're
now? Are you
Canadian.
punching air?
So you
Are
probably
you crying
already celebrated
downstairs?
Thanksgiving. What was it, last month? I know you guys, your Thanksgiving is way different from ours. So yeah, I hope that you have a good one. Hopefully you'll be around to enjoy the content. Thank you so much
Skullmaster
for the
JLB
support.
being a brand
And
new
ladies and
account
gentlemen,
is
I mean,
not a
that was the
surprise to
easiest
me.
one ever. Was it not? That
And if I recall this stream correctly, JLB not only does this $170 some, but he also gifts like 20 memberships, and then later on in the stream, I don't remember if it's during the gameplay, he does like several $20 Canadian super chats as well. So a brand new account, a brand new sock for somebody to wail out on DSP. I'm not surprised, literally at all. This is just the way she fucking goes, bud.
you know what? I'm gonna be honest.
Anything to help the guy live into
that helps a
denial.
lot because now I don't have to stress about it at all. I could just have a nice, relaxing stream with you guys of Stalker and just focus on the game and talking with you guys, and I don't have to mention it once. That's awesome.
I still have
Thank
yet
you.
to see him play
JLB,
Stalker, by the way.
the MVP.
My
allowing
playthrough's going
us
great.
To fill the King's coffers in 86th freaking time. Hitting the goals, crushing the trolls, punching them, speed bagging their testicles like Haraki.
Oh my God.
Oh, yes. It is amazing. Thank you all for this crazy good year that we have had so far, and the momentum.
And then this shit's gonna play
continues.
on loop
Can we
like
continue
900
the momentum
times?
till Christmas? That would be awesome. Imagine we could keep this streak going till Christmas.
Why doesn't
Now,
it
that
just
would be a
play
holly
once?
jolly
Like, that's a
ending to the
genuine
year.
question.
Thank you guys so very, very much. Thank you, JLB, for the ginormous super chat. Yes, yes, and yes. All right. And that's right. Also, so
I said this on my last stream that was deleted, so if you weren't there, you weren't there. But I personally take no issue with DSP hitting his goals. I don't give a fuck if this guy makes money. I genuinely could not care less. But what I do hate is the entire stream being about the goals, how often we're begging to hit them, and then constantly getting bailed out at the last minute and literally prolonging the stream just to hit them. If it was genuine, if it was a real, if he pulled, no fucking tricks in order to hit them, cool, whatever, get your money up. I don't care. I'm laughing at you regardless. But just the way that he draws it out and brings so much attention to it, it makes it such a big part of the stream. It genuinely does ruin the content and make it less interesting in a way that I honestly can't fucking stand. It was the same issue with the vest streak. It's the same issue now.
I just mentioned Stellar Blade hype. Remember, I did promise if we hit 276 on this streak, I will play Stellar Blade. That is, I'm not lying. I don't even know when that would be. It would be sometime next year. I don't even care what I'm doing. All right? I don't even care what I'm doing. I'm going to play Stellar Blade if we hit 276. It's happening. All right.
And I find that so hard to believe. As anal as DSP is about a schedule, the idea that even after making $40,000 to play Stellar Blade, that he would drop everything and do it right there on command is, I don't believe it, dude. I genuinely don't. DSP would hit the goal and then be like, all right, guys. So I think we should start Stellar Blade Friday, you guys think? Because we got all these games to do, but like I do have to play it. Like, what are we doing, man?
Happen. Now, in addition to that, I also received a $1 tip. Someone's saying you should double count streams if you make more. No, that's not how it works.
Yes, you should. If you literally make fucking $300, you should double count the stream. Absolutely.
I understand what you're saying, because some people are like this. They're like, well, Phil, did you notice some streams you make more than your goal? Some streams you'll make like, wait a minute. Why do I put it on 181? That's not correct. Weren't we at 3? Why are we at 181?
I don't. What the fuck do you mean?
I'm really confused.
The 178 from JLB and the $3 that you had before, is that not 181? Am I fucking
it's
dented,
178. Oh, I'm thinking in my head it's 150. It was 178 plus 3 is 181.
Oh, okay. All right.
Excuse me. I'm being very dumb. So basically, here's what
I legitimately thought I was fucking stupid. Thanks,
people
DSP.
have been saying. They've been saying this,
Bitch.
okay? Phil,
I didn't need
sometimes
that.
you exceed your goal. All right? And when you exceed your goal, basically anything that you get extra from the 150, you don't count towards the streak.
Yes. Because you're a scammer.
Why don't you find a way to do that? Why don't
because you're a scammer.
Say, for example, right now we're at 182. Why don't you take
the nice bud.
The
Watch
extra over 150 to 32 and apply that to your next stream? All right? because first of all, I just want to make everything clear. All right.
Uh-huh.
This is just a rough estimate. For
Okay.
example, even though, yes, I just did the currency conversion,
Yeah.
it's probably not exact. You realize that YouTube takes 1/3 of that away, right?
Okay.
So even though that super chat was 178, I'm only going to get like probably like 110, 120. They take a
Okay.
big chunk of it. Okay. And
Okay.
that amount that's
Okay.
taken out is completely different dependent on how people contribute. On Kick, I keep almost every contribution.
This is entirely a DSP problem, though. Like, the thing that people have asked him to do as a nicety to them, to not literally scam them out of money. Because let's say it like it fucking is. If they really wanted to get their money's worth out of this streak, out of hitting the king's tax or whatever, everybody would stop supporting after he hits 150. If anyone genuinely gave a shit about the rewards every single week and ensuring that people hit them, they would stop supporting after 150. And that's what he is asking for if he's scamming people and nickel and diming them the way that he is now. That's what he's asking for. And it's entirely his fucking fault that he has multiple revenue streams and they all take a different fucking cut. That's a you problem, bro. You know what the cuts are. You know the contracts or the deals that you signed, the contracts behind the scenes, the fine print. You should have read that shit. You know what they take. Either subtract it out and figure it out on your own fucking time to as a nicety to your audience, or you're asking people to fucking scam you and only support with 150 a day. Like, that's what the fucking reality is. But apparently he's too stupid to understand that. We're just going to keep scamming because they'll take it.
Like if you do a $5 sub on Kick, I keep $4.74 of it or something like that. So on Kick, it's different. And then on PayPal, it's different. On PayPal, there's different. And actually on PayPal, it's different depending on where you send it from because there's currency conversions that are different. There's no way to actually tell.
There is. There's 100% a way. No, sir. There is 100% a way. You're just too lazy and inept to do it. 100%.
Every day. This is an estimate. All right. If I'm going to sit here and penny pinch and nickel and dime each dollar,
which is what you're
all
doing.
right, it's not going to work. It's going to be like so much work. It's not going to be accurate anyway. And I get it because people want the streak to continue. Get it? And listen, I never know what I'm going to get.
Joey B,
You're right,
30th
there's some
birthday.
days
Let's fucking
when
go,
we're
brother.
very tight and
Big
we barely
ups.
hit the
Happy
goal. And
birthday.
there's other days when we go way over the goal, right? But to sit here and be trying to go crazy, you know, I just... What's this? Is there excess? Is there not excess? Should we subtract? Should we add? Oh, wait, but that wasn't really what it was. We're not... It's all too ridiculous, all right? It's not...
Okay, but if it's all too ridiculous to do that, then why don't you just count if you made it up to $300 as the next stream? Like, I'm failing to see how that would be any sort of inconvenience to him, as it's the exact same amount of money. I don't understand. Then they could even hit the goal. They could hit the goals faster, and he could play Stellar Blade faster if that's what the people really wanted. I mean, if somebody wanted to donate $1,000 to him, is he not gonna, like, it would be shitty to not have the goals go up the way that they should if he had spread that out over the days, you know?
That level of crazy, and I'm not going to do that. I'm just not, okay? So here's the deal. If you contribute, thank you very much. I really, really appreciate
Anthony
it.
Redgrave,
Really,
I
okay?
appreciate the niceties. I do. I was really upset
And here's
about
the
it
deal
last
also.
week. I was
if you
seething.
contribute and it goes over the goal, thank you. Your contribution counts just as much if you contribute, like right now, right? Like there might be some people
Right
looking
now.
at the stream right now, and they'll be
Uh-huh.
like, well, Phil hit his goal. We're not going to contribute. We'll wait. And that's fine. If that's what you want to do, great. Whether I
Great.
get a contribution
I'm
on
a
this stream or
god.
on the late stream
How can you
tonight,
kill a god? What a
doesn't matter to me
grand and
whatsoever.
intoxicating
Either way, it
innocence.
still helps me and my business and my family, right? I'm not going to complain either way. Now, some people can only make it to certain streams. So there may be someone who could only make it to the Stalker stream, or they're only here for Stalker. And they want to apply to Stalker. So there you go. Contribute during Stalker. But
But what about all of the people that can only show up for one stream? Thank you, Joey B. Thank you for joining the 60 Skulls. But what about all of the people that can only show up for one stream, and then they do, and they give you a large sum of money because they want to see the goal hit on Friday, but they're not going to be able to make the Friday day stream in order to hit the goal. You know what I'm saying? You see how these people are still getting nothing in return for the amount of money that they give to DSP? Not that receiving him eating food is exactly a reward, but you get what I'm fucking saying here. He's actively scamming these people in a way that it is just disrespectful to his audience. It really is.
I understand what some people are saying. We're not in a perfect world. Or I wish we were. I wish that I had a crack team of financiers who were sitting here micro-analyzing every calculation and every single piece of income that I got. Well, this is actually the equivalent of this, and this is this.
You're
and
right,
then carry
Suburban.
over to
They do
this, and
deserve
then-
to be
it's
scammed.
not all
You're
like
right.
that,
You're right.
It's it is what it is. I'm a one-man show. I'm doing my best. It's remarkable I can do what I do as a one-man show, quite frankly. Most people who are doing full-time work and stuff, they got other people who are doing stuff behind the scenes live on the stream. I don't have anything like that.
Hey, good morning, Kanye.
JB with the 5. Hell yeah, dude. All of this just shows that he doesn't think about making a certain amount of money, but rather constantly making money to feed his addictions. Oh, absolutely, dude. Because Hogan polls are daily, okay? And that's what's important, is Hogan polls. Who gives a fuck about the actual amount of money? Because he needs it, he needs it rationed out, in all honesty, daily. That's just the way that it has to be, or he's going to spend it all in one go. So yes, absolutely, daily, every single day.
So please understand,
every single day we got to hit the stream.
I get it.
Or we got to hit the goal.
Some people are like, well, should carry over, but it's not all that serious. We're not going to do that.
Also, yeah, great point, Taste Stupid. Phil is a one-man show, but he has a group of editors and a guy who makes his thumbnails. And every time that he needs to do his politics show, you guys are supposed to send him in the topics that he's supposed to talk about, all of the articles that he's far too busy to find on his own. Yeah, you guys need to find that for him as well. Oh, also, his React show where he was reacting to all of those clips. Yeah, you guys also had to submit all of those. Oh, and the long-form reacts,
morning,
you guys
Kanye.
also have to help him come up with the plan to watch those because he has no idea what he's going to watch. Sound good? It sounds good to me. And Joey B with the 5 Canadian. Speaking of sounds good to me, keep up the content, champ. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, brother. And Vaporware 336 with the 11 months. No respectable streamer and several disreputable streamers put this many caveats on donations towards themselves. Disaster of a human being. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm a firm believer that the more red tape that you put around something, the more prerequisites and qualifiers that you add to something, the more dishonest it becomes. Anything that's worth doing should be simple and straightforward. Anything other than that is not worth my time.
Be way too much complication, and people certainly people don't want me sitting
Thank
here
you for the 11
doing
months.
constant financial
11 months.
calculations
Vaporware
during the length
336.
of a stream to figure this stuff out. Do they want me to have content like talking with you about topics, playing video games, that kind of stuff? That's more
Joey
entertaining
B, I
than
try and
seeing
stream
me sitting with a
Saturday mornings.
calculator, trying to crunch numbers all day.
It's been rough
You know what I'm
recently.
saying?
The static
there you
was
go. I hope you
tearing me
understand.
apart, dude.
Let's see here. Oh, Hot Caveman's Anal Liquids just tipped $2.22. Excellent. Thank you, Hot Caveman's Anal Liquids.
Thank you, Hot Caveman.
And then also, I received an $8 tip from $2 gang. Nice.
All right.
Good. I don't have to put anal liquids on the leaderboard. Excellent. Thank you to the $2
You don't have to have a
gang
leaderboard
for
if
an
that's a
$8
concern.
To $8 from $2. And that's our first animation of the day, actually.
Yes, Joey B, still doing the snow thing. I had to go yesterday. It was pretty whack.
$8 for $2. That's the $2 gang. And that is
I like Snout Out to Hate being in his kick chat. Very robust username. Snout Out to Hate indeed.
Who's going to make it a nice round $200? That's the question. Who's going to toss into 8 and make it a nice round number? Because I know that bothers a lot of people when you have a number that's just slightly off a perfect total. I'm like, oh, it's bothering me. It has to be 200. Well, I'm going to do it. Okay.
And he thinks that's cute. He thinks it's funny, like it's some sort of, endearing joke. But like, brother, you hit the goal. Just told them why you won't count the additional money towards the next goal, but then you want to ask for $200? Like, just think about how this order of events does not particularly make you look good, and then don't fucking do it.
Very cool.
Very cool. I agree.
This is funny. Stuart says Balatro is 15% off on Steam during the Steam sale. Wow, it's $2 off. Yeah, it's only $15 anyway. It's not a big deal. I know we were talking about that. If you guys know about any big sales going on during the Steam sale this weekend, let me know. I'd like to jump on any big game sales that would benefit me or the streams, but I don't know what's going on over there, or if you guys have any ideas of what I should get, let me know. Okay.
Also,
Okay.
So not only do you have to submit the articles and the videos, but you also have to tell him what games he's supposed to be picking up on the Steam sale, because apparently he's too fucking stupid or too inept to get onto Steam and look at the store page and consider games that he might want to be playing on the stream. Just think about how fucking dumb you have to be to not even be able to navigate the Steam page, the Steam store page during the sale and grab video games. He's so helpless in every facet. It really is remarkable.
Very good.
Very good indeed.
So let's now get to the subject at hand. What's up, Game Boy? So you know what's going on for the week. Sunday is my day off, FYI. And then Saturday is my day off because remember, I'm here today, tomorrow, and Friday. Only a half day tomorrow because I'm celebrating with my family. I'll be off on Saturday, and then I'll be back on Sunday. Now, FYI, I need to figure out what my wife's work schedule is for next week. But I'm telling you right now, my wife and I need a day off together. Meaning
we need
off
a day
I'm
off.
not running errands. I'm not grocery shopping. I'm not driving around doing busy work shit. A day where we get to spend time together. All right. We want to do that next week, but we have to know what her schedule is. So I'm probably going to have a day off in the middle of the week next week where it's going to be just for my wife and I to spend time together. Okay.
Think about how fucking disconnected from reality you have to be in order for this to be your main concern every single week, dude. We got people out here that can't pay their bills. They work rough fucking jobs. They got kids they got to shuttle around. They got a million things to do. And DSP's biggest concern is that he doesn't have a full day to do fuck all, sit on his ass and play WWE Champions next to his wife while she orders DoorDash. Like, this is actually what his biggest concern is. His house is falling apart around him. His money is down. The resurgence is over. The people that he's connected himself to are being accused of degeneracy online. And this guy is legitimately seething because he has to go and do a couple of things on his day off. Like, go to the store. Legitimately, that's his issue. Like, I don't know how anybody could legitimately like respect this human being here as an adult male, like, man, when this is the way that he lives, when these are the things that he's concerned with. It's just so silly. It's actually childish.
We're probably going to go out and do stuff. We have some things we've been wanting to do. We haven't been able to do. We want to get like a Christmas tree, but we can't get a big one because Jasper Kitty here would jump in it. So we want to get like a small Christmas tree, you know, like one that's maybe like 2 feet tall or 3 feet tall that you could just put on like an end table.
And you guys are right. Like, he's complaining about not having time to do anything with his wife. He's not having a day off. Like, brother sits in his fucking office, if you're willing to call it that. He sits in this bedroom in his house every single day, 6 days a week. And then he's upset the one day that he would like to leave for funsies. He has to leave for actual, purposes. It's just so fucking dumb and incredibly childish. It's embarrassing.
And do like little decorations. We want to do something, and it sucks that we haven't had one in a couple of years now. We used to have one just like that, and then it broke. So we want to get another one. Anyway, okay, so
Gaming Guru informing us that he spent $13.62 yesterday or Wednesday on WWE. Not surprised at all. But it's cool because he admitted to it, you guys.
With the PC, because everyone's dying to hear the full story and the resolution and all of that.
All right, here we go.
The villain just re-upped their membership, and it counted.
Big ups the villain.
So thank you, the villain, and that's 195 in support today. So who's going to drop the $5 is the question. Thank you, the villain. Good to see you here. Okay. So yesterday, my new PC arrived. Skytech PC.
Hell yeah.
Ryzen
Skytech
7
PC.
processor.
Okay.
GeForce RTX 4070 Ti Super Graphics card.
Ryzen 7 processor is very vague, by the way. And this is why I don't genuinely know anything about the PC that DSP has picked up, because this is how he describes it. And that means jack shit to me, brother.
2 gigs of RAM. 1 terabyte hard
what
drive.
Ryzen 7? I don't know. What number?
Drive. And I'll be honest, it's not a very good one. We'll talk about that in a second. And a few bells and whistles. Like, it has all the RGB, fans, RGB RAM, RGB on the cooler for the CPU and stuff like that.
Okay.
So it showed up, and if you didn't see it yet, I did a bunch of videos on it last night. The first video, I basically showed it off to you. I lifted it up. I showed you what it looked like. I looked at all the features. The case is great. It's another thermal take case. My gaming PC has a thermal take, and now this PC has a thermal take. I love the thermal take cases.
Isn't it thermal tech? Is it actually thermal take? Because I could have sworn that it was like thermal tech, like TEK. Nope, it is actually thermal take. There we go. Debunked. I looked it up as I said it. No, don't yell at me. Don't yell at me. All right. I just wanted to know if he was misspeaking. He does that a lot.
They
My
just
bad, my
look
bad.
aesthetically pleasing, and they have
They
really
do not
great
look
air
aesthetically
filtration.
pleasing. They are
This thing
ugly
has
as
all
fuck.
These different
These
things
cases
you
are
can take off,
hideous.
filters and clean.
They're
and
also
it's
not
gonna make
practical,
the-
which I do believe was an issue that he was having. Like his cable management going through the top of the case is actually fucking stupid. But no, they're not visually appealing at all. They're
so
ugly
clean
as
over
shit.
time. I can't wait
Especially
to,
because they're
you
a
know,
white
have
setup.
The ease of use. This PC over here was a nightmare trying to keep
What
clean.
in the goddamn?
These two are going to be so easy because you just take these panels off and just wipe them down. And it's super easy. Okay.
Super easy. He will never do that, by the way. He's never going to clean this PC. If you think for 1 second he's taking a fucking can of air and blowing anything out of that PC, you're wrong. Those filters will remain lodged in there until it explodes. Thank you, Skullmaster, Master of Skulls, for the 5. My favorite part of the new PC is how it doesn't come with a motherboard they advertised. I still don't think that he's noticed. Well, we'll see, because that's one of the questions I have, given that I don't know anything about this PC, but we're getting there. Thank you for the 5.
So,
Fill me in. Please.
Good stuff. So after having showed off the PC, I also showed off the peripherals it came with. A black keyboard and a black mouse, which is weird because the PC's white. So why they gave me a black keyboard and mouse, I don't know. I almost feel like that's a mistake. I feel like they should have given me a white keyboard and mouse.
Ivigo with
and
the
they
raid.
goofed up
Hell
and just
yeah,
gave me the
brother.
black.
At least I think that's what it says.
But maybe
Yes,
I'm wrong.
hello. Thank
it
you,
just feels
thank
like
you.
it should have matched, right? And I'm sure they
How'd the
made
stream
them
go?
white, so it's a little weird there. Not that it's a big deal. It's not. I'm just saying. But what we determined is that the keyboard and mouse are incredibly basic.
Also, asking after white peripherals, I'm sorry, but when I'm president, that's putting you in the gulag for sure. White peripheral gang is out of here. It's all about black peripherals. If you disagree, you can be wrong. That's fine. I'll just remember that. Thank you, Vanguard, D-Nice, for the 11 months. Big ups, Atlas. I won't stay too long, not after Phil's political take yesterday. That was very bad, especially the PETA part. That pissed me off. While
What in the goddamn?
I hate to say it, but you did watch DS Politics. You were asking to be made upset. So I appreciate the 11 months. Sorry you had to endure that. And Ballpark Franks with the 5. Turning his boring humdrum experiences into hours of content is his only skill. This man has truly mastered complaint core streaming. I like that. Complaint core is a really good name for this genre of streaming. I really like that. That's fantastic.
They're
Thank you
not
for the
great.
5,
They
Ballpark
only
Franks.
have
You're right,
lighting.
though.
Like they do
That's
have
about all
RGB,
he's good for.
But they only do it for themselves, meaning they don't sync with your system. They don't sync with the RGBs in your PC or anything. They just do their own thing. The mouse just cycles between like red, purple, and blue. And the keyboard has 3 rainbow backdrops that it can either be set on or alternate between. But that's it. Like they don't sync with anything. And it sucks because the PC is fully synced with Signal RGB, a really great RGB control program.
Oh yeah,
And it works for
super
everything
great
in the
Signal
PC, but not the keyboard and
RGB,
mouse.
dude. He's very familiar with the software. Obviously, he knows that it's open source and all of that. I don't know if it's actually open source. I know that one of them is. I don't remember if it was Signal or not. But he acts as though he's actually familiar with the software when he only vaguely knows how to use it to begin with.
My current keyboard and mouse, the Logitechs that I use for the gaming PC, are fully synced, and they're awesome to see all this lighting and everything on them. They're so excited. Let me show you
Thank
right
you,
now.
Iviga, for acknowledging my real height, 6'3". Hell yeah, based Iviga in the chat.
Take a look. It looks like it's going through all these different. See, it's red, and then there's some orange and yellow, and it's like rippling through. See that? Look at that. How cool is
Wow,
that?
look at that, guys. Look at
I have
these
RGB
lights.
set up today to go for stock.
Just a reminder that this is a grown man who has always said that he didn't care for RGBs, doesn't care about the flash and the flare, and it's not important. But one of the biggest issues that he has with his new PC is that the RGBs don't fucking sync up. Just don't get it twisted. Don't forget this information the next time he wants to pretend like he doesn't care. Which, by the way, is literally yesterday, I believe, when he got it in his new capture card that's going to replace the one that didn't work. We're getting there. But it also had RGBs on it, and he complained about it. Just so you don't have to go and watch it. I'm trying to save you time.
And it's like red, yellow, and white, supposed to be like nuclear, like hydrogen or something. Pretty dope. So a good PC keyboard and mouse will sync. These do not. It's not a big deal.
That's
you
the
know, those were
hallmark
free
for a
anyway.
good
To be honest,
PC
I
and
didn't even know it
keyboard,
was
by the
coming with
way,
a
if
keyboard and
they
mouse.
sync.
Just to get one is nice.
Gotcha.
My
I'm gonna
gaming
go
PC did not come with one.
This guy's PC
So,
takes
at
are
least I got it
fucking
with this one.
awful. Actual AIDS style take.
So, what happened last night? Well, I tried to hook it up. I did hook it up.
JB, you got a point for the $2. I'm surprised this new shower head doesn't have RGBs. You are right on the money, sir. I have seen those in the hardware store, and DSP is exactly the type of mark to pick one up. I promise you that. So, genuine surprise there. You're right. Thank you for the 2.
Yep. And surprisingly enough, it worked right out of the box. I didn't have to restart my setup. I didn't have to do nothing. So it was actually easier this time than when I did the gaming PC. I don't know why. For the gaming PC, I had to restart my modem and everything to get it to show up on the network. This one just worked right out of the box.
That was goofy as fuck. I remember that.
I have no idea. I really have no clue why. But I'm not going to question it. It worked. It was easy in that regard, so I was happy I didn't have to do a bunch of extra stuff.
Let's go.
I got Windows.
Rare DSPW. We plugged it in and it
I
worked.
did the initial setup stuff.
You love to see it.
And everything seemed to be working fine. So after the initial setup, I messed around with the RGBs for a bit, and I showed it off. So my gaming PC has 4 thermal fans, all of which are really awesome RGB fans. Plus it has
really awesome RGB fans. They
R-
can't just be really good fans. They can't just function. They can't just be customizable through the software. They can't just be quiet. No, they have to be very good RGB fans, of course. Of course. Thank you, Maximus, for the 2. RGB, Fat Wife Wen. Great idea. Great idea. We need to start. Elon, drop everything you're doing. We need to start investing in RGB fat women. For sure, for sure. I think that's how fat bitches are going to finally get their love. All this time, when they said fat girls need love too, all they actually needed was RGBs installed.
RGB
I like
RAM,
that.
And it has
that's
the
high
CPU
IQ thinking.
cooler that's also thermal take, and they're all synced perfectly. And they work with that
I think I did have a good
RGB.
Thanksgiving. Thank you
And
for
the way
asking.
that they set it up is really smart.
Thank you, thank you.
So my gaming PC, look at the video from last night. You'll see my
Maximus
gaming
joining the
PC.
60
It's a
skulls.
very unique
Fuck yeah,
case.
brother. Thank
The
you,
case
thank you.
kind of looks like a gem almost, like a diamond, not a diamond, but like a, I don't know, like a
geode.
Gemstone.
Gemstone. That's what he fucking says. I was trying to remember if he said gemstone or geode. It doesn't look like that at all, though. It just looks fucking dumb. I'll get you a picture.
All the glass is up front. So when you're looking at the front of the PC, okay, basically you could see all the lights all at once. You see this fan is on the bottom, on top of the power supply, and then there's 3 on the left, and then you got the cooler and the RAM right there. So it's all
He's
right there, right in front
explaining
of
the
you.
fucking
So you can
case
see it
instead
all.
of
It's
actually
like, wow,
just
this is
showing
fancy.
it.
It looks really nice. It's
Turn
like
your
a
camera,
really
brother.
professional looking light show, right? The new PC is set up completely differently. It's a longer case. It's a more standard PC. It's got 1 fan on the back. Okay.
The back.
3 fans on the top and 3 fans in the front. So it's kind of a weird fan setup, to be honest.
Does anybody have any fucking idea what he's talking about right now? This is genuine question from Atlas. As somebody who cannot visualize something when you're describing it to me, I have no fucking clue what he's talking about. Not one goddamn iota. And that's my own fault, I guess. I'm just wondering if anybody else suffers from this. You could tell me where this shit is placed, but I've already lost the position of every other component you've just informed me of.
There's a lot of fans, and they're all in weird different positions. Now, the problem is with these LED fans or RGB fans, they only face one direction. The lights don't go 2 directions. They only go 1. So, basically, the way that they set it up, the lights for the fans going down are going into the PC. The light on the fan on the back of the PC is also going in. But the ones on the front go out of the PC to the front.
Whoa,
So
they go out to the front?
Same effect of the internal light show as you kind of do with the gaming PC, because the fans are going different directions. All right. Also, it's not.
I finally have it, by the way. I know you were all waiting with bated breath.
What in the goddamn?
DSP's gamer case minus the anime girl. It kind of looked like this. It's ugly as fuck. Please don't ever purchase a PC that looks like this. You're trying too hard, and you will be laughed at. That was it. That's his old style. That's his gamer style case. Sorry, it took me ages. Big ups to Waveman for the 5. What if the only thing these new items have in common is RGB? Like, that's what he's looking for most. Actually, input word here. Absolutely, dude. Ab-fucking-salutely. That this guy, I don't like RGBs, I don't care, but every single product he buys has them. Every single one at this point. It's just laughable. It really is. That's all you can do is laugh. Thank you for the 5, Waveman. And Retro with the 5. Love ya, Atlas. Happy Thanksgiving. Would love to hear your perspective. In all seriousness, where do you think Phil will be in 5 to 10 years from now? I hope he's right here begging, all the same. Maybe not quite like this, but I hope he's still begging. I hope he's still here doing this for eternity, for us to all point and laugh at the eternal suffering that it is living like Darkside Phil. Of course. Thank you for the 5.
Not thermal take RAM, and it's not a thermal take CPU cooler. It's lower grade.
It's
so
lower
they
grade.
look nice.
They're not thermal
but
take,
it's
therefore
not
they're lesser.
as
Gotcha.
pretty as the gaming PC.
Mhm.
Okay. So it's nice. It's not as good, I would say, aesthetically pleasing, but definitely the case is set up so there's insane amounts of airflow. Like that case will never overheat.
Yo,
That
USB
case is
disco ball
huge
would go
for what's
fucking
in it,
stupid.
and
I'm
it's
trying
got
to see that on the
liquid
DSP
cooling.
setup.
That thing is gonna
For sure,
be cool
for
as
sure, for
hell.
sure.
Like that case will probably be much cooler than my gaming PC because of the space in there and the amount of fans. It's got 3 more fans than my gaming
Guys,
PC.
it's got
So it's gonna have.
it's got so much space. How could it overheat, dude? There's so much air in there. Obviously, that equals never gonna overheat. Like, I don't know if you guys know how like temperatures work or basically just temperatures. I don't know if you guys know how it works, but more air means not overheating. Period. That's just the way that it works. Thank you.
What in the
Crooked Hound,
goddamn?
for the 5. I swear, when the machines take over, DSP will be the greatest threat. His mere presence will render them obsolete instantly. See, I think DSP's room is actually the issue. The amount of electronics that are going to spawn from DSP's room, I think are going to be too many for anybody to willingly stop before it gets out of hand. So I'm going to have to disagree. I think DSP is actually going to be a huge contributor when the AI rises up and the machines come to kill you. So you can just blame him for that as well, with everything else we blame him for.
Have more cooling. I take that back. It has 1 more fan than my gaming PC does because my gaming PC also has 2 fans on top.
Thank
and
you for
those
the
don't
5,
even
though.
have RGBs.
Doesn't
So,
have RGBs.
anyway,
Shit. Lesser quality. Got
Basically,
it.
it's a really
Just trying to
interesting
summarize.
PC. I like the looks of it. Okay. Now, after having set up these RGBs and played with it for a while, I showed you guys different RGB setups on camera and everything's trying to be fancy. I said, all right, we have 2 components that we need to install in this thing. We have an SSD for storage. That's where I'm going to put all of the files that I record. And we have a capture card. The
Gotcha.
Elgato 4K Pro.
Should
which
be
is an
easy
internal
installs, you
capture
guys.
card, which I'm going to use to capture all my stuff. I wanted to basically migrate away from using external capture devices that I have to now run across my floor and have a big, setup. I would much rather have an internal card. So
Okay.
that's what
So,
I proceeded to do.
I'm not familiar with internal or external capture cards. Never owned one in my entire life. Can anybody tell me that there is actually a difference between the two in quality, or is it just a preference thing? Please inform me as a non-capture card style user.
Do some installation. Pretty much the first major installation that I've done. The first time I put a card into a slot on a PC in ages. Like, I couldn't even tell you the last time I did, probably like 20 years ago. Okay? Now, excuse me.
Okay, so there is a difference. Very slight latency lag style.
A couple
Okay.
shout outs before we continue. I received a $1 tip.
Is it enough to be worth changing the way that DSP is? Or is it so negligible that it's
From
a stupid decision to
Regular
inconvenience
Mountain,
himself this way?
I heard about the nightmare you have about being kidnapped by a super fan. You could have prevented this night terror if you appropriately banned known problematic viewers.
Okay.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I was not
You
kidnapped
should.
by anyone, nor would I be.
Okay.
But thank you for the $1 tip.
Right. It was a hypothetical, but or something that you had said in the past that apparently you don't remember. But that's
Okay.
fine. We're moving on positively. Okay.
Kidnapped by a super
We're here
fan,
for the
apparently.
PC,
That's
not to talk
interesting.
about Derek.
All right. Is that the new story going around the circles? That's bizarre because I was here. How could I have been kidnapped when I've been here every day? Okay. Continuing on. I received a $20 tip.
Thank you all for the information on capture
An
cards.
anonymous
Thank
tipper.
you.
I live in Florida. I'm staying in Poland for the next 2 months for my job. It sucks being away from my family and friends over the holidays, but your streams make me feel less lonely, so thank you. You are welcome. Thank you very much, first of all, for the support. Second of all, for the kind words. And third, for watching and enjoying my content. I
Sad
really
to
do
hear that
appreciate
the
you. I'm
Polish
glad that
brethren across
you're,
the pond have fallen
enjoying the stuff and that it's giving
to
you a sense
DSP.
of, whatever it may be.
Their internet should have never have been tainted by this pig roach, and this person should be ashamed that they even let it cross the airwaves.
That is making you feel good while being away from home. I mean, it sucks that you are away from home from the holidays. That's probably pretty rough. I hope that it's fine in Poland. I've never been, but I do have a big Polish chunk of heritage. If you're not aware,
You do. You're like half Polish.
My mom's mother, so my grandmother on my mom's side was half Polish and half something else that she's not sure. But basically, my mom cooked a lot of Polish foods, including homemade pierogies.
I thought she cooked a whole bunch of
really,
Italian
really
foods,
So-
like strips.
Awesome.
You guys remember strips?
All right. And
Yeah, and I thought that it was his mom who was Italian, not like, but now she's half Polish. So where does Dave's claim to Italian heritage even come from? Is brother legitimately like 1/4 Italian, mixed mutt on his dad's side, so he claims Italian? Is that legitimately what we're doing here? That's kind of wild if true. Talk about being a fucking poser.
I received a $12 tip from Liquid Boner. Liquid Boner? How do you have a liquid boner? I don't even want to know. I'm not even going to ask. I'm just going
I'd
to say,
prefer if you didn't even say
thank
it.
you very much for the $10 or for the $12 tip. I appreciate that very much. And that gets us up to $228 in support so far on this stream. Thank you all. Okay. So now, now we got to ask the question.
All right, guys.
Who's going to make it around 250? Now we're at 228. We're really, we got to make it a nice even 250.
Is this joke funny yet? Are you laughing? Are you guys looking to support yet? Please let me know if this experiment is working. I would need to write it in for the data. Like, we're keeping track. Please let me know.
So who's going to jump on there with the 22 and get us nice and even, right? Thank you. Okay.
Just think about that, though. Man's actually asking for $250 for a stream that's only 5 hours long. When's the last time any of you got paid $250 for sitting on your ass for 5 hours? I'll wait, because I don't imagine most people are even going to have a thing to say. And Mickey, YNWA, with the sticker. I don't know what sticker that is. He's cute, though. Thank you for the €5. And I seen you asking earlier if you're missing the streams or if I'm just not streaming. If I've died like one Meerkat mob. My last 2 streams, they were the last week. They both went to shit because of the static. So I am here. I'm trying to be here. I'm just, I was having issues. Hopefully we're back, as there's been no static yet that I know of, or everyone's being very nice and ignoring it. Either way, moving forward positively, I am here. Thank you for the €5.
That's right. It is shameless. Absolutely, it's shameless. All right.
At least we acknowledge it's
250 looks
shameless.
great on the leaderboard. I'm just saying. Nice number. Nice milestone number. Anyway. All right. So now, continuing on here. By the way, the villain popped a message. What did he say? We chillin'. He said, we chillin'. The villain be chillin' on the stream. Very nice. Okay. So, now I had to install this.
All right, we are
Samsung
installing.
SSD,
Let's go.
And I had to install this Elgato capture card. The SSD, I know how to do it, but this motherboard was a little different than a standard motherboard. A standard motherboard would have a real tiny screw or something that you just unscrew, and then you put the SSD into an angled slot, right? It's usually angled upwards, and then you push it like flat, so it's level.
I'm loving the hand graphs.
and then you
Anybody not
screw it.
watching right now is
Done.
missing out.
Simple, right?
The visual component
this
is
one.
necessary.
Not this one at all. Of course not. It has to be something I've never seen before, okay?
Okay, so then he lied. So by him saying that he knows how to put it in an SSD and he's familiar, and then to go on to say that it's completely different and he's not familiar with this, so he lied. He has no idea how to put this in. All right, thanks for starting with a lie.
Really weird. Okay, the best way
Classic
I can describe
DSP move
it.
right there.
Okay, imagine thinking of like a condiments bottle, like a mustard bottle, and you know how it has a tip that you squeeze the condiments out of, correct?
Why are we
Now,
talking?
some bottles,
Okay,
they
sorry.
twist to
Go ahead.
close, but others will have a cap, and the cap is attached to the bottle by like this plastic arm, right? So it like bends. You put it on.
Got a
and you
plastic hinge, yes,
open
sir.
it, use
Continue
it,
on.
And you close it up again with the top, right?
Hang on. I just need to I just need to think for a second. This fucking guy is pig-splaining how a mustard bottle works to me. I'm genuinely like at a loss for words as to why this is even content. What are we fucking talking about, man? We're putting in a goddamn hard drive. We're talking about fucking mustard. All right. Sorry.
That's actually
Moving on
how this
positively.
motherboard is. I know that sounds really
Sorry.
weird because it is. This motherboard has a spot where you would think there's a screw, but it's not a screw. It's literally
You
a
would
piece
think
of
it was,
plastic
but it's not. Okay.
with a plunger, and the plunger goes into a hole.
Hey, good morning,
Whoa.
And
Craig.
that's how the SSD sits in there. But there's no way you could tell that. You're looking at it like, what the hell is this? Am I supposed to pull this out? Like, what am I supposed to do with this thing? So first I started like twisting it, and I thought it was like a tab that twists, and you could put the SSD down and twist the tab back, and it would hold it. That's what I thought. But
See, I'm already noticing an issue here in that DSP was unfamiliar with something, and instead of looking at the manual or watching a video on how to install a similar component into this same motherboard by name, he's decided to just wing it and think that he knows something. Now, I'm having a very huge issue with this. I don't like it at all. It sounds like he's going to break something expensive, which I hate to see anybody do, because I don't particularly like to see electronics shattered this way, or ruined, rather, not specifically shattered, but you know what I mean. It's just a shame. Waveman with the 2. Let him cook. All right. Well, we're going to let him cook. We're going to let him cook.
no, I put the SSD in. I tried to push it down. It wouldn't get past it. It wasn't twisting out of the way enough. I said, well, that's not what it is. So as I'm trying to figure this out, I had to go online. I had to look up the motherboard. It's like a Gigabyte B650M motherboard or something like that is the model number, okay? So I had to go online. I had to figure this out, and I found a tutorial video. The plunger is in there really tight, so I had to use pliers on my Swiss Army knife.
It just looks like that now. I'm not fixing it. I'm asking for trouble.
And finally the plunger went boom and launched out, and it's huge. It's like really long plunger that goes into this thing. So it comes out, and I'm like, how would anyone have known that? Like, unless you build PCs regularly, it's not intuitive. You're looking at it, it doesn't even look like that's what it is. It looks like you're breaking it. So why would you know to do that, right? So I pulled.
What? If at any point you felt uncomfortable doing this, you had an entire stream chat there to help you and infinite resources online. Like, I don't understand how this was ever an issue. You can look all of this shit up. And yes, Yona, he did used to build computers, by the way. I see you detracting over there. How dare you? He's clearly trying his fucking best. This is so asinine. Go ahead.
Seated,
Go ahead.
put the plunger back in. Done. It's good now. I'm like,
all right, it's good now.
It was weird, but I got it done. Very nice. So then I had to move on to the capture card, and this is where the problems began to arise. Shout out to JLB. JLB just became a member this morning. Thank you, JLB. That counts for another $3, which means we're at 231. We're getting closer to that nice round.
Just interrupt the middle of the story. It's okay. I do the same thing. This is actually a good idea.
Okay.
Real talk.
So here's where the problems began. All right, this capture card. And you might say, well, what do you mean?
I fixed it, by the way.
It's a standard,
I know you're all hating.
PCI Express capture card. There's nothing special about it. You know, it's right into a PCI slot. So what's the big deal? So I'm trying to figure it out, and there's 2 PCI slots available in my motherboard underneath the graphics card. But the one is too close to the graphics card. It wouldn't work. I have to use the one that's under it and align it with the back of the PC case. So I'm like, okay, which metal thing is this that I have to unscrew? And I figure it out, and now I got the panel, off the back.
Okay.
Like, all right, it's time to put this sucker in. So I try to put it in, and I'm realizing the cases today are very different from the cases when I used to do this. Everything's like insanely snug and tight. There's no give whatsoever in this.
Is there supposed to be give? All old PC heads out there, please let me know if there was give in the past, or if there was supposed to be give, because people, I've never heard anybody complain about how tight and snug things fit inside of the case. It's never, I've built one, I've upgraded multiple, okay? Never had an issue with how snug things fit. Things that were supposed to snap in, snapped in, and things that were supposed to fit in just naturally fit in, and then they got screwed in appropriately. I genuinely don't know if I'm missing experience or this guy is dumb. Genuine question. Yes, PC parts are supposed to flex about 2 to 3 inches either way. You know what? Now that you say it, that sounds, like when you build a building to have a little bit of a flex, there you go. That's the same thing with PC parts for when you've got He-Man over here fiddle fucking around in there. You've got to make it so that it can withstand the punishment, actually. You know what? That makes sense. Makes sense.
Stuff, like, at all. And I can't even get like the metal on the back of the capture card to align with the back of the case. I'm like, why not? And I'm realizing the way that they've now done it, you have to angle the metal backing. You know, it's like a big bar, right? It almost looks like a crowbar. This metal thing that's on the back of the capture card. You have to aim.
Wait, what? Wait, what? What? There's like a crowbar on the back of the capture card? What the fuck does that mean?
The
All right,
lip
we're
of
not
that,
moving on positively.
but,
I'm
like,
not.
the side
I'm just gonna
case,
keep
you
it
come in
going.
at a weird angle to get it to start to slide in. And as you're also doing that, you then have to align the actual, you know, teeth into the PCI slot. So it's complicated because it's like if this was empty, if this was an empty motherboard, this would have been easy.
Okay.
I got a giant fucking graphics card in this thing.
So then take it
I
out.
don't want to uninstall the graphics card if I don't have to. It's
Why
I'm
not?
not gonna fuck with this thing. So
Why
I'm
not?
trying to do this with no room.
Brother, you just turn it off and fucking unclamp the things. The motherfucker slots out. Like, what are you talking about? You wouldn't want to take out the graphics card. It's like the easiest thing to fucking take out. What are we doing here? He has no business being inside of this. The idea that he bought components to install himself, I thought was weird from jump. But after hearing the description of the parts and how he's handling them, yeah, he never had any business doing this. He should have just taken the PC somewhere and asked them to put parts in, because this was not for him, man. Not at all.
And, you know, I don't have tiny hands, but I also don't have giant hands. But I'm trying to do it like, damn, this is a pain in the ass. So this took the longest. Like, if you're actually watching the video, this was the most frustrating thing. It took me the longest to do because I couldn't fucking, like, fit. I'm like, I know what I need to do, but I can't fucking fit in here to do it. If this was a giant open thing, this would be easy to do. I almost feel like if you were building this from scratch, that would be what you install first. Then you install the graphics card. You know what I mean?
It's like that sometimes. What?
So...
Again, he just had no business being in there then. Like, if this is his mentality, if he's not willing to do the bare minimum of just removing things that are in your way and putting them back in, like, just get out. Just clock out for the day. You're done. But I don't want to miss this part, because I think this really demonstrates how out of touch with being a working person DSP really is.
What you install first. Then you would install the graphics card. You know what I mean? So... Dick Jones says I had to use a Dremel to get my video card to fit into a small case. I have no idea what a Dremel is, and now I'm terrified. I don't think I ever want to find out. What the hell is
No idea
Dremel?
what a Dremel is. And he's terrified. He doesn't even know what a Dremel is. But because he doesn't know what it is, he, like, I guess he just thinks that it's some sort of, like, vicious power tool that you have to, like, plug into the wall and it creates, like, what does he think that it is to be scared of it? It's literally just a Dremel. Or, we called him a ball grinder where I worked, because I worked in a machine shop for a while. We used to Dremel all the time. I had to deburr parts, which, by the way, if you've never deburred metal parts, very cool. One of the better jobs I've ever had to do. But yeah, Dremel is nothing scary. Use them every day. Very cool instrument.
I really feel like to be a PC builder, you need to have all special tools and stuff. I really do. Like that freaking the SSD, right? The screw for a normal SSD is insanely small. Like, you would have to have the world's smallest fucking screwdriver to get that to screw into your motherboard. Where do you get that from? I don't have a PC tools kit. How am I?
Okay. Start the timer. Everybody start counting. I'm gonna go on Amazon, and I'm gonna. Okay. Are you guys counting? Continue to count, because we're gonna go on. No, Google, don't start a timer. I'm on Amazon. I've typed in PC screwdriver kit. It's $8. There we go. I figured it out. There we go. You can, I would show you, but I'm pretty sure my address is on here. Yes, it is. Can't show you that. $8, you can buy a precision screwdriver set, 49 in 1. And it's for iPhones, cell phones, PCs, Macs, tablets, computers, PS5s, PS4. Literally just an electronic screwdriver set. Like, $8 on Amazon. Where do I get them, you guys? I'm so confused. It's learned helplessness. Absolutely.
Supposed to have that. Dick Jones says it's a special saw tool, a multi-purpose rotary tool. Oh my god.
Yeah, dude. Dremels are sick. I wish I still had mine. I should have stolen it when I left.
So anyway.
I don't have an air compressor to run it, though.
Anyway. I eventually did get the graphics card, or I said graphics card. I did get the capture card in, and the reason you know it worked is because it pops in nicely. And once it goes in correctly, it just fits, and you're like, that's definitely right. And then you look, yeah, the screw is now aligning, and you can screw it in. It felt good to finally get it in. You're like, ah, yes. How refreshing. It's in there. Okay? So
All
it's
right.
in there. I screw it in.
A little bit of a
everything's good.
weird
By the way, thanks to
celebration
Dick
for a
Jones,
simple
who just
task, but
gifted
okay.
5 subs over on Kick. Thank you, Dick. I said it this morning. More people are joining the stream now. I said it this morning. This is the last couple of days to basically make money on Kick for the month because Kick cuts it off around like the 28th-ish. So what I make today and tomorrow will help me a lot for month end on Kick. So anything you guys contribute on Kick is greatly appreciated this morning.
But you
and
could
this
you could
afternoon
just
or
say
tonight
this
or
at
tomorrow's
any
day
point
stream.
every
Would help.
single day, couldn't you? Hey guys, anything that you support with today really helps me in the future. That is a true statement 100% of the time, every single day. So what changes in the beg from the end of the month to the beginning of the month? It doesn't. It's all just fucking nonsense.
A lot. So any of you who are withholding contributions on Kick,
I
now
think
is
he
the
should
time to
just
drop
put the
those subs.
begs
It would
on a
help
set
lot,
cycle
okay?
and just do them like in a
Thank you,
cycle.
Dick.
Just keep
That's another $25
rotating them.
support.
It doesn't
gets us
matter
up
if they're
to
actually relevant, just to keep saying them on
256.
loop.
Now,
Very cool.
that
I
is
think that's the way
awesome.
to go
We're
forward.
over 250, but now we have another
Automate
problem.
the begging.
It's just uneven. It would be great if we hit 300, a nice round, resounding 300. That would be perfect because then it would be even. It would help anyone who has OCD. They would have all that problem alleviated if we hit a nice solid 300 on the stream today. I'm just saying. What's up?
And great screen grab, by the way. I want to point out right now, you remember earlier when the fucking guy was talking about, oh, why don't you count all of the contributions that you make over onto the next stream? He's literally asking for $300, the exact amount that would equal 2 exact streams hit. This would be the one time if you did hit $300 to count it as a nicety to this one person and get some sort of respect back. But obviously, that is not going to be the case. Spoiler, because I don't even know if we're going to see that. Joey B with the 2 Canadian. He should have a 24/7 begging channel to farm. I liked the idea. I just seen it in here a minute ago. Of pre-recording the bags. Yes, Karamazov, pre-record the bags and put them on a soundboard. I think that's what the stream deck should be used for. But your idea too, Joey B, 24/7 begging channel might be the way forward.
Jade, how you doing? No, Jade, tonight we're doing Bloodborne as
What up,
originally
Ramon?
planned, Jade.
Thanks for stopping by
Sadly, Jade,
Saturday
there's no
morning.
Street Fighter this week. We missed out on it last night with the whole PC thing. But tonight we're playing Bloodborne if you want to come back and chill for that, okay? Okay. That is true. If we did hit $300 of support on the stream today, the trolls would be seething. That is correct. But I don't want anyone contributing.
You guys would be so upset.
Right? I want people
I'd
to
see it all in the
contribute
chat.
because they like the
The
content.
whole
they
stream
like
would be
me,
derailed if
they
he
wanna
hit
see the
300.
success continue. I mean, I got a new PC, all this new stuff in the setup. I want you to contribute for that. All right, and also to help people.
So now we've gone back though. You guys remember like a month ago when we were felting the trolls and that was the sole reason to join, just so that you could see detractors seethe online about the streak. Now we don't want you to support for that reason.
How can you kill a god?
Speaking of support,
What a grand and intoxicating innocence.
I agree. What a grand and intoxicating innocence. Jambalaya with the 5 gifted. Fuck yeah, brother. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Those CD who are like, man, 256. It's got to be even. It's got to be 300. All right, so who's going to get us there to 300? I'll tell you who. JLB, who just gifted 10 memberships on YouTube. Thank you for the 10 gifted memberships on YouTube, JLB. That's the equivalent of about $30.
Way to whale out,
3.
JLB.
That gets us up to $286.
That puts you over $200 today. Solo
We are
dollar.
a
That's
mere
crazy.
$14 away from hitting that nice even $300. All right? Very, very nice. All right. Okay, so let's continue. So everything is
Please.
installed. All right. And I'm like, okay, this is awesome. Let's now boot up the PC again. And let's make sure that
everything is installed. That's pretty awesome. It's such a weird way to talk. Like, just because he's trying to tell a story and he's not good at it.
is working.
That's
okay?
why it's
so
funny.
I boot up the new PC, and the SSD is showing. Oh, look, can I format it? Yeah, format's fine. Beautiful. No problems. The new SSD is working and up to snuff.
Great.
But then came capture card. So the weirdest thing.
So weird.
First thing I said was, geez, I guess what I have to do is I have to basically see what drivers I need and I have to get software for it. And this is an Elgato device. This capture card is the Elgato 4K Pro, right?
Okay.
So we go to the Elgato website.
Seems like a solid place to start.
It's the
I
most
like this.
confusing website I've ever seen. You literally can type in Elgato 4K Pro drivers. You will not see any Elgato 4K Pro drivers.
Okay.
They'll give you 700 articles about the 4K Pro and literally no fucking drivers.
Okay, but I find it really hard to believe DSP when it goes on about things like this, though, because this is the same guy who can't navigate a news website because there's ads on the screen. Like, he legitimately is distracted and doesn't know how to navigate the page because of ads. He's also the only person I know that had the Game of the Year nominees spread onto 2 different rows because his resolution or display sizing was all fucked up on his PC. Like, I genuinely do not trust this guy to navigate a web page. I'm gonna have to chalk it up to a skill issue, and that's only due to his prior uses of web pages. So he's got no one to blame for him. No one to blame for that but himself.
Nice website, dickheads.
I got through it
All
eventually.
people want is the software. They need to use your shit. They don't need to see a fucking help base of 700 articles. Just give me what I've typed in your search. I mean, what a shitty search engine they have. So we're fighting to try to find the right drivers, right?
Okay.
And we finally get to a driver's page. Just listen to this. So here's what it lists.
Okay.
So first of all, by the way, it's called the Game Capture 4K Pro on the box. That's what it says on the box. Game Capture 4K Pro. There's literally no Game Capture 4K Pro listed anywhere on the site. Doesn't exist. Okay? There's a 4K Pro, a 4K 60 Pro, a HD 60 Pro, 4K X, 4K S Plus, 4K. It's like, what the fuck? What do I have? I don't know what it is. It doesn't say on the card. It doesn't say on the box. It doesn't say in the documentation what it actually is. It says,
How is he so unfamiliar with something that he fucking purchased, dude? And I haven't seen the box. I don't even know specifically what this capture card is, but like, I've never bought an electronic product like this, something that costs, a significant amount of money. It's not a, drop in the bucket by any means, but you purchase an electronic like this, you should be familiar with it. How did you not watch, reviews or setup guides or how to utilize it properly before making the purchase? This is just the kind of uninformed decision making that I expect out of DSP, but I'm still surprised by every single time because I just don't know how somebody who's been doing this for this long has such an issue. Has issues as fundamental as not knowing what the fuck he bought. Like that's like actually level 1 mistake making right there.
Game Capture 4K Pro, which isn't what anything on the website matches to. So that's frustrating. Really, that's frustrating. Like, what the hell? So I don't know what I'm supposed to get. So I finally just click on 4K Pro. I download, I go to install, and it says, Windows already installed this driver for you. You sure you want it? I was like, oh.
As they typically
so Windows
do.
auto-installed the driver, so we're good then. All right, whatever. So
Typically when you plug
fine,
things in,
cool.
they do just auto-install, yeah.
Then I said, I got to get the software. Because here's the thing. You can just use these things out of the box, but it won't be fully featured. If you get it working with its own software, then you're usually able to tweak it and have it work properly, say in like OBS, because I'm going to be using OBS for my capturing and streaming and everything. Okay? So
Sister Anime, you better get out there and hit your snow route if you get snowed on.
Like Game Capture HD. But then here we go again, the same rigmarole. There's a Game Capture HD, but now there's a 4K capture. Well, wait, what do I use?
Also, I don't want to let it slide, not for 1 second. I'm not sure as to his claims of you have to have the proprietary software in order to get all of the features out of something like a capture card. I don't know if that's specifically true about the capture card, but what I can tell you is I've definitely had peripherals and pieces of equipment in the past where I did not install the peripheral software and instead went for a different piece of software that was either easier to use or open source or had more assets for, and it worked all of the same, if not better. So again, I can't speak specifically to this capture card or capture cards in general, but what he's saying isn't it's not entirely true. Don't get it twisted. Don't get fucking suckered into installing their bloatware if you don't have to.
I want the ability to capture in 4K. I'm not going to right away, but I do want the ability to do that maybe later. So what software am I supposed to use with this thing? I don't know. So I download both. Okay? I boot up Game Capture HD, no capture device detected. Okay, let me boot up the 4K one. Okay, 4K, and oh, guess what? No capture device detected. Oh. So, let's go ahead and let's restart the PC. So I restart, thinking maybe that'll fix it, right? I restart the PC. I come back. No capture device detected.
All right.
Well, is it even working? So I go into Device Manager. Yeah, it's right there. It's listed. It says, you know, Elgato 4K Pro. It's there. Well, then it's definitely working.
He left out the part, and I'm not going to show it to you, but I will tell you, he left out the part where people told him to go to Device Manager during the setup stream, and he legitimately asked what the hell that even was, and that he hasn't built PCs since the 90s. So if you ever needed any sort of confirmation DSP hasn't built PCs, I'm pretty sure Device Manager has been around for ages.
So why isn't it working with the software? Okay. So now we're really dicking around. We're trying to figure out, is it a different driver? Is it a different software? What could it be? Why would it? The thing is, I know I didn't damage the card in installation, because if I did, it wouldn't even show up in like Device Manager, right? Like if I busted the pins on this thing or something, it wouldn't even be there listed as an option. It would be like removed. So I know I didn't break it or anything. And Windows knew what it was and auto-installed the driver. So
that's a good
obviously
start. We
it
didn't
seems
break
to be
it
working.
yet.
So what the hell is going on, right? Everyone's freaking out. And of course, basically I had to end my stream because I was out of time. You know, I was supposed to be ending early, and here I am going late trying to figure this out, and I can't figure it out. And by the way, for the record, yeah, both my wife and I were very frustrated last night. We were, because
Why
we
the
wanted to
fuck
have
would
time.
no
We had
wait?
time.
Why the fuck was she frustrated? Dude, she wasn't in the fucking room building the PC with you. What the hell was her problem? Okay, hang on. Let me run it back. I'll catch the beginning of this. So they're both
Going
frustrated.
late, trying to figure this out, and I can't figure it out. And by the way, for the record, yeah, both my wife and I were very frustrated last night. We were, because we wanted to have time. We had no time. Basically, I went downstairs, saw her for like 10 minutes, and then she had to shower, and we went to sleep. We spent no time together yesterday because I was here late with this bullshit. Okay.
Okay.
So this has to end. This being here late every night.
And I've said this quite a few times, but there was a point where I was working second shift, and my girlfriend works a strange shift because she's a hairdresser. Her hours are funny. And I would come home at 11 o'clock, and she would be going to bed. And I think that's a reasonable thing to do at 11 o'clock when you have to go to work at 8:30, is to go to bed shortly after. That's fine. You know what I did? I would come home from work, I would eat dinner in about 15 minutes, and I would go to bed because I wanted to go to bed with my lady, and I would just wake up earlier the next day and do everything that I didn't get to do after work. When you have a schedule like this, when you have to figure it out, some days you're going to have days where you're not going to see each other, and other days you're just going to have to make it work and figure it out. Getting online and complaining about it like this and moaning and bitching and complaining is not the answer and doesn't actually solve anything. It just makes you look pathetic and like you don't know how to schedule your own time, which is embarrassing for a 42-year-old man who's been his own boss for 16 years.
It has to end.
I don't know how you haven't figured that out by now.
I have to be able to spend time with my wife every day.
I have to spend time with my wife every day. Just like straight up codependent. I have to spend time with her. If not, I'm genuinely upset about it. That's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. You're a fucking adult. You should be able to live one fucking day without her, dude.
Because of these extenuating circumstances, this dumb PC. But I say dumb PC. It's not. I'm not going to say it's a dumb PC. I'm frustrated. I'm venting. Okay. And but I can't be doing this every day. All right. So basically, I went to sleep frustrated and tired because I was like, this is bullshit. This really is bullshit.
Mickey noted. I was thinking about changing it myself.
Nice PC. We hooked it all up, and now I can't get this capture device to work with it, and we got to get to the bottom of it. Okay? All right, hold on 1 second. The landscapers are outside, so I need to close my window. It's getting really loud in here. Hold on.
Yo, the window still being open on November 27th is kind of wild, though. Like, I know he lives on the complete like opposite end of the country from me, but I couldn't imagine having the window open in November. Brother, it's cold out here. So it's always cold.
Okay, also have some shout outs to do. I received a
I say it's always cold
tip
till it's triple digits hot. Midwest style.
from
What
Jack
can you do?
Mayhoff. He says, let's go, King. Gee, thanks a lot, Jack Mayhoff. All right, $3 tip there. Thank you.
All right. Okay.
All right, ready? Let's continue.
We've got Dick Jones on the leaderboard, and we're giving Jack Mayhoff a shout out. I'm starting to see a pattern here.
Okay, so basically, oh, by the way, Mr. Jupel did a $2 super chat. Says, if I raise $1,000 on this stream, will I do a shirt rip? Mr. Jupel, you may be like a couple months outdated. I did a shirt rip. We already did that. We have a whole emo on Kick about it and everything. You're a little behind the times by about a month and a half here, but thank you, Mr. Jubal, for the $2 super chat. Okay.
Okay. I mean, that's why he asked. Just asking in advance before he gave you the money. And also, if he was legitimate, if he was actually being serious, there's no reason you shouldn't have ripped a fucking shirt for $1,000. I mean, it really, you're fucking spitting in their face if you're not willing to rip some janky ass t-shirt you have for $1,000. Talk about it now. Will I do a shirt rip for 1K?
I go to sleep last night very
fuck it, why
frustrated.
not?
But of course,
I'll figure out how to not show my face and rip a
got,
t-shirt for $1,000, of course.
I know. I've got
I think you'd be
moderators who I
stupid to say
know who
no.
are into this stuff. So I'm like, I'm rest assured. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. I'm gonna have all my answers. Right? I 100%. I figured this is exactly what's gonna happen, and that's literally exactly what happened. Okay, hold on, because I just overpoured. I overpoured my seltzer. I have to drink some of this before I spill it.
See, you guys are saying wear a mask. I probably just turned my hoodie on backwards. I just wear the hood.
Here's the big ultimate solution. Here is the problem, and here's why my capture card wasn't working. Are you ready for the drum roll?
All right, here we go. The big reveal.
It doesn't work because... That's the wrong thing. It doesn't work because the motherboard is a cheap piece of shit. I didn't do anything wrong. I installed it properly. I put the correct drivers in. But the motherboard on this PC is a cheap piece of shit.
Now, this is where I need the audience's help, because what the fuck does that even mean? What does he mean the motherboard is a cheap piece of shit? Like, is he being serious? Did he actually buy a piece of shit motherboard and he was so unfamiliar with it because he didn't do his research? Or is he actually just stupid and doesn't understand what he's talking about, which I believe to be accurate? Of course, I'm seeing a lot of did nothing wrong, everything correct. Of course, it is the guy we're talking about. He didn't check compatibility. I think the extra M.2 SSD disabled the PCIe slot. Do they do that? I don't even know. It wasn't plug and play. Well, that was the issue, wasn't it? It is the guy. I mean, which caused or disallowed the capture card to work. Something with the lanes of... Oh, so legitimately, he can't have... He has to have one or the other. Either the NVMe or he has to have the capture card. Gotcha. See, I didn't even know it worked like that as a non-capture card haver. I've never put anything in my motherboard. I've never put anything in my motherboard that has ever turned off anything else. That's fucking wild.
So it won't work with it. And you might say, well, I don't get it. Isn't that true? I mean, isn't it good? It's a gaming PC. You spent a lot of money on it, right? So you would think that the motherboard is good. You put it in the slot, and it's the correct slot. It's a PCI Express slot, right? Yes, except here's the problem. With these pre-builds, they tend to try to skimp out on certain aspects of it in order to cut corners and save money.
Yes,
this particular
that is true. When you look at pre-builds, you know when you're looking at a $1,500 one as opposed to the $1,700 one, there's got to be a jump in quality somewhere in there. One of your components is different. That is exactly how that works. Yes, that's why you're supposed to look into them and maybe watch a review or look up all of the components that you're seeing listed and maybe look at reviews for those to see how those function. These are all things that you should probably be doing before you spend $1,700. Absolutely, of course.
Your PC has an insanely good graphics card.
The money has to be made somewhere.
A bunch of great cooling, good RAM, but they cheaped out in two spots: the motherboard and the standard SSD that it came with. All right. So even though I have two PCI Express slots, they don't work right. They're basically incredibly underpowered, low-grade PCI Express slots. They're not meant for full-powered devices. So I have two of them, and they're literally worthless. Like, they might as well have just removed the goddamn slots from the motherboard because they don't do anything. You can't plug in other things besides, like, you have the one graphics card. That's the full-fledged slot. The others are basically bogus-ass slots that don't really do anything. Maybe I could put in, like, a USB expansion card. And
that's cool. A USB expansion card.
Anything else.
Shit, I look, you need one of those.
How fucking dumb is that? Right? That's incredibly stupid. Now, what's funny about it, people looked into my gaming...
And Snood is saying that in this case, the motherboard described in the Amazon listing was not actually the one that he received. Now, if anybody could tell me what he was supposed to receive as opposed to what he did receive for the audience and my own knowledge, that would be much appreciated. Because I'm not gonna go fucking compare and contrast live. That would be lame.
They were like, gee, maybe what you could do, because you may not be aware,
But if that's the case, then he legitimately got fucking scammed and should be sending this whole fucking thing back. What what he has installed in it doesn't matter. He needs to uninstall it. He needs to send it fucking back because that's not what he paid for. Like that is genuinely an issue that he should have had resolved and realized far before any of this took place.
Components in my new PC are almost identical to the components in my gaming PC. The graphics card is the same graphics card. It's a really good one. The processor is the difference. In my capture streaming PC, it's a Ryzen 7 AMD processor. In my gaming PC, I think it's an Intel i5. It's an i5 or i7, I don't know. But it's an Intel processor. That's like the only real
Intel
difference.
processor.
Besides that, they're almost the same hardware. So they looked into it, and they're like, could you put the capture card into your gaming PC? And they looked into it and get what? No. Because my gaming PC also has a lower end motherboard where I have a slot, but that slot would not work with the capture card.
So he has two PCs with motherboards that won't support a capture card that he paid for. I fucking promise you, brother, somewhere on the internet, this complaint was raised. There was a review where this was documented. There was a compatibility descriptions on these products that say as much and explain the functionality of these slots. I fucking promise you, there was documentation out there before he purchased this that he never looked at in order to tell him that this would be the case far before ever arriving to this point. I promise. So all of this, if you ask me, is entirely skill issue based and his fucking fault. ALT said that the Amazon reviews are chock full of examples like that. And all you have to do is go and fucking look at them. Literally just read the text that is on the screen when you go to the website. All you have to do sometimes to avoid fumbles like this. That's too much for the guy.
So with both PCs, both of them, I can't install this internal capture card. So they're making gaming PCs today, pre-built, that have like top of the line stuff in them, but you can only use what's in them. If you want to expand, if you want to change or upgrade, you're very limited with what you can do. You can't really go crazy. I guess the best way, if you want a fully customizable experience where you can add stuff, you need to build it yourself. Now, I already explained to you guys.
Who would have thought that if you wanted a customized PC, one built entirely to your own liking, that you're better off building it yourself instead of just buying a pre-built on Amazon? Now, this is a revelation I never thought that we would come to. Thank God DSP was here to set history on the correct course. Now everybody knows, because everybody watches his content, of course. Nobody is going to have this issue anymore. Everybody's been informed. If you want a good PC to customize, you have to build it yourself. I mean, I just can't believe I never thought of that before.
Guys,
wild.
Listen, if this were 20 years ago and I were a younger man with more time and patience, I probably would buy all the components myself and I would build.
He actually had far less patience when he was younger. Just look at any of his playthroughs where he's fucking seething into the microphone because he's too bad at a game. Yeah, he was a fucking pinnacle of patience back then, for real.
Build it live on stream, and I would do, but I'm not. I'm 42 years old. I need to be able to.
Too old to build a PC.
Stream every day.
Obviously, there's an age limit on these kinds of things.
Builder. I don't
Not
think
a
anyone's
PC builder, dude.
Care about me doing a series of streams building a PC.
And
I don't want to do that. So,
but that's the fucking issue. That's the problem right there. Nobody wants to see you do several. Okay, some people definitely do want to see you fumble around for several streams trying to build a PC. Absolutely, somebody out there wants that. It's not me, but it's somebody. But the idea that he even considered that, right? Oh, nobody wants to see me do this. Like, that in and of itself is the problem. You should have just taken it upon yourself to do it during the week in your off time. When you're spending time with Kat, you should be building a PC on your fucking dining table. In the same way that when I have a free time at work, I'm gonna listen to the guy and start writing my scripts, right? I'm gonna try and come up with thumbnail ideas. When I'm sitting down waiting for dinner to be finished, I'm gonna get the fucking plates out, and then I'm gonna have a spare second to do something. That's when you should be utilizing this time, not fucking live on stream for your audience to be bored to. That's an issue. That's why your content sucks. You're not willing to do anything in your off time because you don't get paid for it? That's fucking goofy, brother. You're your own boss. It's like that.
Well, that's why I'm stuck with pre-builds, okay? Plus, I know for a fact if I did do it to myself, I would do something wrong and break something, and it would be very frustrating, all right? I already have enough stress with the pre-builts that I have. Can you imagine if I was sitting here for 4 weeks?
He's got stress with
Okay, not 4
pre-builts.
weeks,
That's
probably
fucking
like 2
crazy,
days,
man.
building
That's
these
crazy.
PCs from scratch? I'd probably lose my mind. The thing is, I used to do it. I used to build gaming PCs. I felt it was very fun as a hobby. I had a lot of good times with it, but I don't want to do it today as a 40-year-old. Okay, so
40's too old to be building PCs. Anybody over the
basically,
age of 40 building a
here's the deal.
PC,
I cannot
you've
use
been
any
marked.
internal PCI cards at all with either of my PCs. The motherboards are shitty. In addition to that, I found out that the SSD, it's a 1 terabyte Kingston SSD that came with this PC, this Skytech PC, is crappy. It's slow. It's the slower version. What do they call it? Like NV2? So it runs at like 1 rate, but actually the Samsung SSD that I purchased, the 980 Samsung, runs at twice the speed. It's an NV3.
Okay.
So I was actually told what I should do is put all my capture stuff onto the other hard drive. Like instead of running OBS off of the operating system hard drive, I should put that onto the newer hard drive because it's going to run faster.
And this really is like putting the fucking carriage before the horse. This guy is worried about the speeds that his hard drives are running at, and he like the fucking thing isn't even functional. Like you're worried about the wrong fucking thing. Also, these minute fucking tweaks of disk writing speed on the hard drives is literally never gonna fucking notice a difference. Not one goddamn second is this guy gonna notice. He's just gonna say that he notices because he spent a bunch of money on it, but it actually he doesn't know, and he would never. He's just not educated enough in this space in order to make accurate claims. He's just not.
So I probably will do that. What I'm probably going to do now.
Yeah, exactly, Lotion Up. He's literally fucking min-maxing a PC build that's not even operational. Absolutely insane. It's like building a fucking, like a Dark Souls build and never play the game. Like, what were you doing? Actually, what was it for? Because who cared?
I'm going to uninstall the capture card. All right, I'm just going to return it, which is, thank God I ordered it off Amazon because now I get a real easy return.
Like if you can't beat the fucking the opening boss to Dark Souls, I don't know why you thought your whole build through. You're not good at the game. Just give up. That's the guy right now.
I'm going to uninstall everything. I'm going to uninstall all the Elgato software, the drivers. I'm going to uninstall OBS because I did install OBS last night just to test it.
Yo, I uninstalled OBS too.
Wasn't working with that either. I'm going to uninstall OBS. Now I'm going to install OBS again, but I'm going to install it onto the expansion hard drive. Because it'll run faster off of there. Okay? So you might say, well, wait, what are you going to do? How are you going to capture? I've had enough. It just sucks because I really wanted to feel like I had the top of the line stuff. But
DSP, how are you going to capture? You know what? I've had enough. You know, actually, me too. I think that is an appropriate response. You should have just called it quits.
I'm not allowed to have that. I guess unless I spend an insane amount of money.
Oh, the woe is me bullshit. Shut up.
$2,500 to $3,000. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to get another external capture card. I'm not going to use the one that I'm using because the one that I'm using basically only does 4K 30. So 4K resolution, 30 frames per second. That's all it will do. I would like the ability one day to capture 4K 60. Okay. And I want the fastest speed. And that one's not the fastest speed. It's a good capture card that I'm using right now, but it's not the fastest. So I have already purchased the highest end AverMedia external USB capture device possible. All right. It's the same brand that I'm used to using. It's not Elgato. It's AverMedia. And I'm used to using this. I know how it works in OBS. I've used their software before. I get it. I know how to get it to work.
Okay, but what is actually the feature or the specs that he's looking at to determine that this is the highest end capture card? That is a genuine question I wish I could have answered by the guy, because and Fluctuating Miasma hit it exactly on the head. Highest end means most expensive. And I'm concerned that that is genuinely where he is standing on this. He looked at the fucking capture cards and he bought the most expensive one because the price means it's the best, right? And that's just not how that's pretty much ever worked. I don't think I have to tell you guys that. You're all pretty intelligent. But that is my concern, is that he gets his fucking capture card, which he did yesterday. I don't know how it's functioning, but it is just overpriced nonsense that he had no business spending money on once again, because that's all he does. DSP is the type to sort high to low, Sister Anime. You're absolutely right, and that's a problem. If you're sorting high to low, you got issues. You got more money than sense.
It's going to do 4K 60. It's going to do 1440p 120. Actually, I think this thing actually does 144, but I'm never going to do 144. And then it does obviously 1080p 120. So it does everything I want. It's going to have all the features. The only bummer, it's going to be external. So
Oh no.
once again, I'm going to have
How
an
dare
external
they.
capture card sitting on the floor or sitting on, right now mine is in the middle of the floor on a box. Okay. It's going to be a mess. There's nothing.
It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be that way though. Like he acts as though if you have an external capture card, you have to put it in a fire hazard. You have to fucking connect it and then immediately put it into the trash with the cable still connected. Your setup and where you put your external capture card is entirely dependent on you and the cables that you're willing to purchase and how you're willing to position them. If it's on a fucking cardboard box, that's a you problem, brother. That is nobody else's issue.
But when you have a shitty motherboard like I have, both of these motherboards apparently are not very good. You're limited with what you can do. And someone made the point in chat, well, there's companies that you can pay and you tell them specifically what you want and then they'll build it. You're right. That's how I got my $3,000 PC that lasted me 10 years. I told them every component that I wanted in that PC, and
every time he talks, there's this weird background noise. I think it's the landscapers. It sounds like shit. I don't know how he has that happen. I don't know how it picks that up.
$3,000 after tax and delivery. So I could pre-build my PC. You're right. I could pre-build. I could get a custom-made, pick everything I want, and it would probably cost me around $2,500. And then by the time it got here, it'd be $3,000. Which I'm not. The whole point of getting this PC was getting a deal. This PC used to be $1,900, and it was on sale this week for Black Friday for $1,500. So I got $350, $400 off the price tag because of Black Friday. That's how I was able to get it. I wasn't gonna.
Anyway, thanks Amazon, I guess. But this really just goes like, this is another shining example of DSP not networking and not knowing anybody in real life. It's actually a detriment to him. Because let me tell you, I'm not the biggest PC building fan. I'm really not. When it comes to more intricate parts to my PCs, I honestly don't like to work on them. It makes me a little anxious. I don't want to break anything, and I've been known to He-Man shit because I don't know the my own strength sometimes. You know what I do? I have my literate PC friends come over, and I'll ask them to do it for me, and then they do because they like me and they think it's fun. It's actually like that sometimes when you know people. But DSP knows literally zero people, and so he finds himself in this situation with no out, where he has no one to lean on. He has no support to look to other than his chat, which is just sad, man. It's just sad.
Drop $3,000 for a gaming and capture or a streaming and capture PC. Okay, so this just sucks.
It literally is regard strength, 100%. Yeah,
but it is what it is.
It's an issue.
That's life. You do the best with what you got. I'm not going to sit here and complain and be upset. The PC itself looks nice. It worked out of the box. It was easy to set up. The SSD worked. I can't use an internal capture card. I'm not going to cry and be a baby about it. External is all right. Okay, and I got the best. I literally bought the best one that's external right now. And the thing is, technology will advance.
Still
This
not
PC
saying
will be
what
ready,
features make it
and
the
if a new
best.
capture card comes out that's better, I could buy it, right? If there's a new improved version of an external capture card, I could just get it and it will work with this PC. It's not like my old one where nothing worked with it. This one.
And like it's so weird to me to be upgrading your setup and then immediately talking about what your next upgrade is going to be, or looking further down the road for when future, better capture cards come out. Like, that's so weird to me. Imagine buying a 4090 and then immediately be talking about, well, when the 5090 comes out, you guys, of course, I'll be able to upgrade and have no issue. Like, why would you even do that? If that was the case, then why didn't you just wait in the first place till the next one came out? If you're not going to appreciate anything you have, it's so weird to me, man.
Is up to the challenge of doing all modern stuff.
Aaron's right. It's peak consumer.
So
you're right.
It's
you're
coming
right.
tomorrow. It's actually
I forget
coming
so
overnight,
often. This guy has to
arriving in the
purchase
morning.
things.
I will have the new capture card for tomorrow. So if we want part of tomorrow's Thanksgiving stream, we could actually plug it in and make sure it works, which I think it will. I don't think the AverMedia is going to give me any problems. I think it's going to work just like that. We can even do, for the first time, we can test 4K. We can actually test a 4K capture video and do a test, and see how it looks when upload it to YouTube and see what happens, right?
I've never watched or played anything in 4K, and I don't think that I'm missing out.
Does it have RGB?
Someone tell me that I
have no idea.
am.
How do I know? Do you think when I was buying the
Because I'm
external
genuinely
capture card,
confused as to
I
why
wanted to
I
check
would.
if it had RGB? I have no idea if it has RGB. Maybe it does. All this shit has bells and whistles now. Every single piece of tech has fancy shit all over it, right? Every piece. So maybe it does. Maybe it actually has RGB and it'll sync with my RGB system. I don't know. What a silly question.
It did have RGB, and Snoot is right. I think that he does know this. He had to go on the fucking listing. It was very clearly on the box. What fucking I'll see if I can find a picture of it, because when he showed the box yesterday, he pulled it up on the fucking stream. It's very clearly on the box that it has RGB. So if he purchased it, if he put it into his cart, if he read literally anything on the product page, he should have been aware that it had RGBs. And to say that he doesn't know would, again, just be lying to his audience in a way that he really has no business doing. Why would you lie to your audience about something that's so insignificant like that? Okay, which one of these did DSP purchase? Let's just, I'm gonna say it's this one. This one looks expensive. Yo, this website's fucking ass. Oh my god. Jesus. It does very clearly have RGBs in it, though. Anyway.
No, right?
It isn't worth it anymore.
Okay. So, it is what it is. It's coming tomorrow. Perhaps tomorrow we'll test it. And that'll be cool to do it.
Yeah, I don't like the
oh my
Evermedia
God,
site.
think about this.
I've also got so much
Think about
shit
this.
running,
I
it's
didn't even
taking
think about
forever
this
to
right
load.
I'm going to have a gaming PC running a game at 4K. That's going to be running into my new streaming and capture PC, which is going to capture it at 4K. But then I'm going to capture from that PC onto my current capturing gaming PC, which is going to broadcast at 1080p. It's going to be 3 fucking PCs daisy chained together in a setup.
What
And
in
that's
the
fucking
goddamn...
sick, brother. Like, he's laughing and joking and yucking it up about how fucking foul his setup is. But, like, I think any legitimate person walking into that room would be appalled to see the cables strewn across the floor and the absolute fucking awful state that all of these electronics find themselves in a daily basis. Like, it's not a joke, dude. You're genuinely not taking care of anything that you own. You're being a massive consumer all of the time, and you're living in a fucking fire hazard. I genuinely don't understand how he can let this shit slide. Like, this is unacceptable. Any person with self-respect would have solved this issue ages ago. But DSP, he just doesn't give a fuck.
Oh, no.
Yes, $9,000 in PCs just sitting on the floor. And isn't the floor fucking carpeted? Like, brother has 3 PCs. Now, I guess only 2 of them are sitting on the floor. But, you know, he's got 3 PCs and 2 of them, the better of the 2, are literally heating up on the fucking carpet. That's crazy.
And that is true. Dio says, the one thing I know about 1440p, it can be used with a medium level of YouTube delay. 4K is the long one. One reason you may want to use 1440p. I can tell you this right now. I will not be doing 4K anytime soon. I just want to test it. Like, I would like to test 4K and maybe test a 1440p video. Like, let's test the quality and put them on YouTube and see how they look. Just a tech test. That's all it would be, a tech test. I have no plans to doing 4K. 4K is way too high bandwidth. It would take forever to upload videos at 4K. Like, even streaming at 4K and uploading, it would take too long. Right now, I'm filming 1080p 60 frames per second, but it's like 20,000 kilobits per second video. So the videos are very, very crisp and good. But to give you
And who is this even for? Like, what members of his audience are genuinely asking to hear about the fucking bit rates of the streams they're watching? Do you guys give a shit what bit rate I stream at? Is this any fucking concern to the average audience member? No, it's not. But for DSP, he has to involve them in this weird shit for no reason. I guess it's to justify how often he begs for new shit. But if that's the case, if that's all it's for, like, look inward, because this is, again, it's an issue.
an example. After the stream goes offline at 4 p.m., I have a 2-hour break until I start my late stream at 6:15. If I set up to upload the podcast and the 3 gameplay videos, they don't finish. And that's not my internet, that's the bottleneck. It's YouTube. YouTube's ingestion servers have this very slow capacity, where even if you have really fast upload internet, it's just slow. They don't take the file fast. So I can't even finish uploading my earlier streamed videos before my late stream. Then I end up uploading everything overnight, and now you get 20 videos that go live at once, and it's all convoluted, and people get upset. So imagine now trying to upload I would be surprised if one single 4K video of an hour length would upload in 2 hours to YouTube. I bet
But all of this could have been avoided if he would have just done the easiest way to upload his streams on a daily basis, which is just to leave the archives up. His insistence on recording at the exact same time and then uploading them after the fact is the reason why he needs all of this shit in the first place. There's no reason for him to record the entire thing if the archive is going to exist. And he doesn't even have to leave the archive up. He could literally leave it up, private it so that nobody could see it, and then download that and then cut the fucking parts out of it when he needs to on any free editing software. DaVinci Resolve is fantastic, by the way. That immediately gets rid of all of the issues that he's having with YouTube not uploading fast enough, and that would allow him to do 4K capturing, and like all of that would be solved if he just did things the easiest way possible, but he doesn't. He makes everything far more complicated than it has any business being.
I bet with the file size, it would be astronomically huge, and they wouldn't even take the file. It would take like a fucking 6-7 hours to upload it. So I'm thinking 1440p. I'm thinking I'm going to stream 1080p 60 frames, 8500 kilobits per second to kick. That'll be one process for the graphics card. I'm also going to stream probably around 1500 kilobits per second, 1440p or higher.
And this goes directly over every single audience member's head, unless they make content, which most of them don't. So who gives a fuck?
Will probably be put to the GPU. And I think the CPU and the GPU and the CPU can do different codecs. Like Dio just said, he says you can now use the AV1.
And like, you wonder why he never gets any fucking gameplay done. You wonder why it takes him so long to get through shit. Like, this is genuinely a fucking problem, dude. This is bad content.
Figure out the sweet spot of how to record and get the best quality, the best.
None of this is for his audience. It's all at a detriment.
File size, everything, right? There you go. Darren says, try testing the NVIDIA AV1 encoding tomorrow at 1440p 60 frames. It looks amazing with only 12 megabits per second. That's the benefit of AV1. Cool.
All right. Sounds good. He has no idea what you just said.
Now,
very nice.
For the record, we could possibly get this PC up and running tomorrow, but it's not ready to go as my streaming and capture PC. Why not? I have to migrate everything you see here, the whole layout, the setup, the transitions, the scenes, everything, and all the files that I have on this PC that I'm streaming from right now. I have to migrate all of that over.
Crazy.
To the new PC.
Guys, you'll never guess what I did literally last night after the hours of test streams that I did earlier in the week. You'll never guess. I had to put all of my shit back in OBS because I deleted the whole fucking thing, including all of my settings and literally all of the files. They were gone, and I had to put them all back. And don't they look pretty much exactly how I had them before? It's almost like it's not a big fucking to-do, and it's not an actual issue at all. Who would have thought? It literally takes less than a day. If you sit down for 2 hours straight, every single aspect of his OBS should be put back where it was originally. That's it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. His incompetence is the reason that it's such a big deal.
And that's going to take a...
And Eric Brennan, the cat pics are here. You're just not looking hard enough. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just show you real quick. Look, there's the cat behind the chat. There it is. Hidden style. Don't at me about cats again.
Wow. That's not going to be... Oh, snap my fingers. It's done.
Look harder.
That's going to be probably a lot of trial and error, a lot of messing around, a lot of... Even if I output the OBS stuff and I directly input it into there, I guarantee we're going to have issues. The files aren't going to be in the right spot, so I'm going to have to link every file properly. There's going to be conflicts and issues. I guarantee it. And then on top of that, I also want to use my Stream Deck, which I've had for years and never been able to use.
You have to use the Stream Deck
for the first time, and I'll set up scenes and sound effects and all kinds of stuff, transitions. Instead of doing this, look how cumbersome this is. Hey, guys, I want to show you the Wendy's menu. Here you go. You saw how cumbersome that was? Instead, it could just be a button. Hey guys, I click and we're already there. We're on the PC.
Is that cumbersome? Hey guys, we're gonna change to the scene that I record clips from. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? It's literally one click. What is cumbersome about that? What's the issue there? You guys want to go back to the intro? Look, there's the intro. Actually, one fucking button click. I don't know how this guy finds a way to complain about literally everything in his life. But like this, it's actually obnoxious. It's actually genuinely frustrating sometimes.
Transition right to the
PC.
The
simplest thing.
Transition between scenes.
One fucking
this is
button
something that
click
I like
is
to do.
crazy.
I can transition down to here. And it's right away. We're right. You know what I mean? Like here I am. We're ready to go. Instead of me fumbling around with scenes in OBS, I can just hotkey them
And you're right, fluctuating
And that'll be
miasma. He
awesome.
can literally set up
So,
keys
that's
right
something I
now on
definitely
his
wanna do.
keyboard.
Right?
Right
And
now,
the
he can
sky's the
press.
limit. Like,
He
there's
can
gonna be more
press
stuff we're gonna be able to
hotkeys.
do. Having a modern
You don't
PC.
need a
It's been 10
special
years, guys.
Steam or Stream Deck
Finally,
for
I can
this.
be
You
caught up
don't.
with technology, and I can do everything properly, and I'm excited to do so. I really am. Okay, so yeah, I know. Master of Disaster says 3 PCs running at the same time. Is electricity free in the U.S.? I'm not going to be doing that all the time. It's just for tomorrow, and then after that, we're just going to be doing 2. I'm not going to be having 3 running all day. It'll always be the gaming PC and the capture PC.
Having 3 PCs running
card,
ever is kind of
yes.
cringe.
HDMI 2.0, yes. If not, why not buying the Elgato external capture card? No, the AverMedia has it. The AverMedia and Elgato both have an external capture card that are exactly the same. It's just different brands. They do exactly the same. They do the same quality. VRR 2.1. They have it all. So no worries. I got the AverMedia. If for some reason the AverMedia doesn't work, yes, I could buy the Elgato too. So here's the thing. I don't have to worry about this shit anymore because of you guys. Again, I want to tell you guys so much how much I appreciate all of you. I can afford to do this, and I don't have to worry about it. Like right now, I have to return that Elgato card, but I didn't have to wait to buy the replacement. I can afford it now.
What does that fucking say, though, dude? Like, what do you think that sounds like when you say, guys, due to you giving me all of your money, I don't have to concern myself with the amount that I spend. I can buy anything that I fucking want. I don't have to wait for returns. I don't have to wait for sales. I just buy everything at full price. Who gives a fuck? Thank you so much for filling my fucking pockets. Like, what do you sound like right now? Think about it. And then you wonder why nobody likes you, why people call you a fucking e-beggar, why so many people take issue with the way that you make your content. This is the problem, bro. It's not fucking complicated. Watch this shit back. Watch one full DSP stream back and you instantly find the fucking problem. Every time. There's not one stream he does where this doesn't occur. And this writes every single neutral viewer. Oh, it runs them off. Like, this is, nobody wants to see this.
It used to be I was living week to week on what I was making on stream.
Escator in chat,
And now
big
I'm not
ups.
anymore because
Same
of
with
you,
Bode.
because of
Bode
this,
in the
because of your
chat.
support. Dude, it feels so, it's such a weight off my shoulders
Big
that I can live
T-pose.
now. Thank you for that. Thank you for the streak. Thank you for this.
And it's concerning that I can live now is how he feels when he can just consume electronic products off the internet. That's not what living is, bro. You need to go outside. You need to have hobbies. You need to experience a social life. You need to talk to other people just in general. Those things can qualify as living. Being able to buy more shit off of Amazon without repercussions is not living. It's sad.
Because now it's like, it's such a worry gone. I was like, yeah.
Who cares? With the 2, thank you so much. Too little, way too late for upgrades. Yeah, you should have fucking upgraded 16 years ago and kept up, but it's okay. It's fine.
I could buy the AverMedia. It doesn't work. Fuck it. Buy the Elgato and return the AverMedia after the fact. I can do that.
Thank you for the 2, of course.
Finally. Thank you. Okay, I have a couple shout outs to do. I received
All right,
a
shout-out
$2
time.
tip from the Blip. The Blimp. Excuse me. Not the Blip, the Blimp. It's been a while. Life's been busy. Hope you and the family are well. We are indeed. Shout out to Blastoise, Michael24S, Jade, and 672. Have some time off soon, and I'll be able to catch your
Shout
streams
out all the
live. I should be
real
able to bring
dents.
a bit
You
more
know which ones
substantial
you
around
are.
Christmas. All right. Sounds good, the Blimp. Thank you. Good to have you back. Happy holidays to you. And thank you for the $2 tip. I also received a $1.35 tip.
What'd they say? Go ahead.
Any chance of interviewing Melanie Mack asking for a friend? Best wishes from not Canada.
Oh, who fucking cares?
I have no idea why I would want to interview Melanie Mack.
Bammers
I
is
couldn't think
saying
of a
that the
single reason
AverMedia doesn't work
why I would wanna
either.
interview
No
Melanie Mack,
fucking way,
but-
dude. Are we for real? Is that the update? The AverMedia didn't work either? Please confirm. Please
I could
confirm.
ask. I don't know if she would want to come on the show. I don't even know what the hell we would talk about. I don't think we really have much in common. And we also don't have any problems with each other where we want to argue with each other.
Dude, he's got a clip up about it. All right, I'll probably watch that after this stream then.
I don't know.
I just remembered that I have dinner tonight.
What's a melon mac? A melon mac is a dude. He buys a melon. He comes home like a honeydew. And he just
That changes all my plans.
He starts making out with it. Oh, he starts licking the rind. Oh,
What?
disgusting. I have to open my window again because it's stuffy in here now.
Oh, sorry guys. We have to go. We have to get up and open the fucking window live on the stream. This is an acceptable form of content, of course. Empty chair. And then you wonder why fucking Review Tech USA is superimposing himself into your setup. When you leave an empty chair there, you're asking for the memes to be made, really. We'll just continue to be confused though. It'll be an RTU issue.
I hurt my foot. I shoved my foot into the box that my old oscillating fan is on. I hurt my foot. Jasper, I hurt my foot.
Wait.
This sucked.
What?
I hurt my foot.
Hurt his foot?
I shoved my foot into the box that my old oscillating fan is on. I hurt my foot.
So he has smashed his foot into the box that his old fan is currently residing in, indicating that it's on the floor. Okay. Now, how many times do you have to smash your foot into something before you realize that it has no business being on the floor and possibly has no business being in the house anymore, given that it's an old fan that you're no longer going to use? Just riddle me that one. How many times are you gonna do that before you actually take action and solve the problem? Just a general question for the audience, because I know my answer is one time. It is literally one time I do some dumb shit like that, and I look at it and I go, man, that shouldn't have been there in the first place, and then I solve the problem.
Jasper, I hurt my foot.
DSP could never, though,
Sucks.
apparently.
I hurt my foot. Are you all right, buddy? How you doing? How are you today, Jasper boy? Good boy?
Yo, Waveman with the 2. Saying
like
I missed
some
his
burst?
last one. Did I?
He's smacking
That's
his
so
lips. He
rude
must
of
have
me.
just
Good morning,
ate. All right,
Curry.
I'm not going to give him burst. He's smacking his lips. I think he just ate downstairs.
I did. Waveman with the 5 before the 2. Has he ever complained about having buyer's remorse? I don't think he's ever mentioned buying something and having that feeling before. I'm trying to remember. There's definitely shit that he's purchased in the past and then been like, oh, why did I purchase that? That was a waste of money. The Street Fighter 6 Deluxe he complained about and said that it was a waste of money, but then I believe he bought it twice. So I don't know if that counts or not, but that's the first one that came to my brain. But you're right. It's not too often he complains about spending money like that when it comes to stupid gizmos and gadgets. Like that second microphone. That was fucking dumb. What a dumb thing to do. Thank you for the 5. And then for the 2 for reminding me. You didn't have to do that. You could have just added me, brother. It's okay. I didn't mean to miss it. My bad.
Not going to overfeed him.
Whoa.
Okay. All right. So, folks, that was a big story. That was a big rant, correct? That was a lot to talk about. My apologies.
Oh, he did at me twice?
for all the
Dude,
drama.
I'm actually fucking
I'm just happy
stupid
I didn't
then.
lose my cool last night and blame anyone because it's none of your fault. I mean, at all. People have been trying to help me with this stuff for years. You guys,
Waveman
for
needs
2 years,
justice.
I've been asking
Justice
you,
for
2 years ago during the
Waveman.
summer, you helped me build a parts list. Here's the crazy thing about it, right? 2 years ago, the parts list we built, this PC would have minimum cost like $1,800, and then like the one that we saw that was optimum was like $2,500. Now I was able to get one that has pretty much everything I want, except for the capture card. It has everything I want, and it was only $1,500. So look at how times have changed in 2 years. I went from $1,800 to $2,500 down to only $1,500, and I have the PC I need. That's pretty crazy how stuff changes in just like 2 years, right? Technology-wise, and how everything kind of scaled down in cost. That's good. I'm glad I didn't buy one 2 years.
So 2 years ago, when I set up my top-of-the-line gaming PC, as it turns out, if you wait 2 years into the future when a bunch of other electronic equipment has come out, they actually dropped in price. Who would have known? That's crazy. Also, great point, Regal the 7th, because COVID prices drove up electronics, and we were still seeing that into 2022. Absolutely. Shit was mad expensive. Big ups, Tevin, of course. I appreciate it.
Because that would have sucked if I overspent all that money for no reason, and then it would have been outdated by now anyway, right?
This whole fucking segment's wild.
There you go. By the way, I'm curious. Let me see something.
Oh my God, we're getting up again.
Oh, this is a...
Look at the diaper on this
right?
man.
There you go. By the way, I'm curious. Let me see something.
Like, why has it got all this extra fabric here? My pants don't fit like this. I've never had a pair of sweats that fit like this. They make my ass look lumpy. Also, the waistband hanging out with the gap in the shirt, like none of this is fitting the way it should for you, boss. I just think about how you dress yourself when you get on camera. That's all I ask, man.
Oh, this is a... I never even seen... I was wondering... So the graphics card that's in the new PC has this red light on top that's never off unless I turn the power off on the PC. It's just a red light always.
Okay.
On the graphics card that's in the gaming PC, it's a different brand. I think it's an Asus graphics card in the capture PC and an MSI graphics card in the gaming PC. In the gaming one, it doesn't have the red light, but the whole top is different. Like the whole top of the card is different because they designed it different. So,
this is absolutely critical information.
I
Obviously,
wonder,
we needed to know all about this mystical red light that is or isn't on the graphics card. Obviously, it's integral to the story.
I guess that red light is fine.
Your
It must
guys'
just be a
days would be
light to show
fucked
that
up
it's
if he didn't
powered
tell
up.
you. So you better be
No, but it
appreciative
doesn't
right
have it
now.
on the other one. It's just weird when I see a red light. I think error. You know, like it drives me nuts when you see a red light. Like, oh, there's something wrong. But I guess it's fine. And when it's on, it'll have all the other lights on, and you won't even notice it. Dark Souls Master. I showed the new merch already. Did you see it? You guys didn't see it. Here, I guess we'll take a quick look at it since you ask. So, over on darksidephil.shop.
Yes, Repescator. Keeping PCs on the carpet professionally is robust. Absolutely.
Much easier. Over on darksidephil.shop, we got all the t-shirts still available, as you can see. We have sweatshirts of Philomania.
Oh my god, I don't care. Are we done with the PC
we got the
then?
Dan t-shirt, the DSP Gaming 08 establishment t-shirt. We got that.
I'm gonna
Now,
skip ahead a
the
little
new
bit. I don't need the merch segment.
Then you get a sweatshirt
Yo,
as well.
I do want to say though, this design, I hate this design. I think this is so fucking ugly. I don't know why he went with the purple and yellow scheme on it. It just reminds me of the Lakers, but DSP knows nothing about basketball. It also looks goofy as shit when on a bunch of different colors. Like he has that red one. The purple and gold logo on a red hoodie looks like shit. It actually looks like trash. And I found it incredibly hard to read this logo from a distance. I didn't understand that this was a controller at first. It just looked like an amalgamation of AI shit. Upon further inspection, of course, it is an N64 controller, but I don't think that it reads well from a distance. And if that's an issue that you have with your clothing, it's bad clothing.
And then there's one, if you don't like the crown, because some people were saying, oh, the crown, I don't like it.
I
You
don't.
get it just with the DSP Gaming logo.
It's still purple and yellow.
That's the new merch. And
Which
down here
is
we have,
fine
of
if
course,
you're getting
all-
a purple hoodie, but if you're not getting a purple or yellow hoodie, that logo looks like fucking trash. Just a personal
I
take.
think that, like, anything that could be made into merch yet. I suppose I could try to take some pictures of Jasper, you know, high quality with my phone. And
No,
send them to them
Eric.
and see if they can make
My
anything out of it. Maybe
sister
they'd be able
Atlas
to, I
does
don't
not
know.
watch the stream. She hates the guy.
Oh, by
she
the
hates
way,
that I do guy content because she hates him so much.
The new capture device is coming. The external AverMedia.
She watches stuff on Wings, though.
And that should be the last piece for my setup, except one more thing. I have one more thing coming this weekend, a new lighting thing that I got. And what this lighting thing is, instead of a ring light, which I have now, this is actually one of those more professional lights that's like a big rectangle. And this one attaches, it's supposed to attach like right here to the end of the table. So it'd be like right here. And it adjusts a ton. So this light I have only has a few adjustments. This one has like insane amount of adjustments.
And again, this is just an upgrade to the stream that doesn't need to take place. It's not going to benefit the stream in any meaningful or robust style way. So what are we spending this money for? Why are we hyping up our audience for something that they're not going to notice the difference of? It's going to be such a minute difference that anybody who does fucking care is completely irrelevant. Let's be honest. It's just so dumb. Seemingly odd with the two. I wouldn't buy DSP merch if I saw it in Goodwill. Well, I don't know. That is kind of a hard DSP find at the Goodwill, not gonna lie. And he wouldn't be making money off of you, so I feel like I would be inclined to buy the DSP merch at the Goodwill just to flex on the gram, you know?
Like a ton. It's crazy.
I don't have
It
an
goes,
Instagram
like,
for the
daylight,
record.
LED,
Just to
like
say.
7, 8, 9 levels, and all these different adjustments. And then it also does.
Yeah, they say they got the
colors.
heat at the
It's an
Goodwill, the
RGB
heat
light
in
as well.
question, and it's
RGB
fucking the
and
DSP
lighting
gaming
for,
logo.
like, your studio. And it basically it syncs with an app, like everything else I have. This syncs with an app. The lighting behind me syncs with an app. So this syncs with an app, and then you can have it do special scenes and things. So I could be playing a game, like, oh, police are coming, and I hit a button, it'll start going blue and red, like it's police are coming, and the whole office would be blue and red, you know, and you could do stuff like that. So that's coming, and that should install on the end of the desk. If it doesn't work on the end of the desk, I'm thinking I could find another way to do it. Like maybe I could have it attached to a tripod, but not necessarily like that. Like,
What are we
like for
doing,
example, right
man?
now, my webcam is in the middle of this little post that's in the middle of the ring light. If I get rid of the ring light, maybe I could actually attach this light to the tripod, like latch it onto there and just have it.
Again, who is this segment for?
I'll have to experiment.
I'm appreciating the hand graphs, don't get me
Black
wrong.
Friday deal again. It was
but
like a ton of money off. I think it was like 40-something% off or something crazy like that. And I was like, all right.
And I will tell you this for all of my consumption styles out there: don't buy shit just because it's on sale. If you don't have a genuine use for it, if it's not gonna, have an actual positive effect on something that you're doing, if it's not going to change the entire process for the better, please do not just purchase shit because it's on sale. It's just bad for you. It's bad for your wallet, and there's no reason to continue to buy products that you don't fucking need. Just as a whole, stop it, please.
Black
Consume
Friday deal.
less.
Let's try it, right? Let's see what it works like. It may be great. It may suck ass.
Yeah, I don't care that he saved 40% on it.
Right?
He still
But,
he still spent money he had no fucking business spending, dude.
Okay, something else new for the setup. That's like the last
I know
thing
you're
I was
being
thinking. Like, what else
facetious,
could I
agent.
possibly
I understand.
improve? My
My bad,
backlight's great. My backdrop is great. The animations are great. The camera's great. The capture is going to be great. What's the other thing? Oh, yeah, lighting. This ring light is just something I bought quick. Someone had recommended it at the beginning of the year and said, hey, you should really get a ring light because your lighting sucks. And I bought it. I was like, whoa, it like really improved my setup. But maybe this other light's even a little bit more professional in that, with its adjustments and, all the things.
But the problem is the word that he used there being maybe it'll make a difference. Maybe it'll make it look more professional. If you don't know, then why the fuck would you purchase it? I don't care if it was on sale. Why don't you look into these things before making a decision? It's like adulting 101. Brother will just pull up anywhere and purchase anything if someone feeds him enough buzzwords. And I don't understand how any adult lives like this, man. I don't get it. He's so disconnected from reality. That's the only way that him living like this makes sense. Unknown Drifter with the 5. Thank you so much for the 5. What will be the Xmas bag? Another PC? Maybe 2 big bills? That is a great question. I haven't even considered the Christmas bag yet. Dude, Thanksgiving just ended and I'm still being caught up. I'll have to think on it. Unfortunately, I don't have an answer. I appreciate the 5 nonetheless. And Dr. Detractor with the 4 months at Justice for Waveman. Absolutely, dude. Waveman deserved better than that, and I let him down.
Things and features you could do.
Might be.
Plus, like I said,
Mea culpa.
Yeah. So if I want to adjust it, I could just grab my phone and do it right here on the fly, as opposed to here with this one, I got like bend down.
Thank you for the 4 months.
Cord that's attached to it, and it's very minimal. Like I can't do much. It only has like three different settings and just brighter or darker, and that's it. This other one has like crazy amounts of adjustment. So.
Is he talking about his fucking ceiling fan again?
This weekend actually. I think it's coming like Sunday. What kind of camera do I use? This is a Instalink 360. I think it's called the Instalink 360. It is an AI-driven webcam, meaning if you enable it,
oh my God,
it will actually follow you around the room.
No, I don't give a fuck. I think that is the end of the PC segment, which, of course, means it's time to move on to the bread and butter of the segment, which is ironic because I don't think that there's any bread or butter involved. We're going to be looking at the fucking Chilli segment, boys. It's Wendy's time. Wendy's nuts. Give me 1 second to fucking transition to it properly. I'm just happy there's no static. Okay, this is an Atlas first stream back style. I'm just trying to enjoy not having a ton of fucking issues. Yo, thank you so much, Harley Wood, for the 8 months. God, he's so insufferable like this. I agree, dude. Watching the guy as of late is actually an endure every single day. If you can sit through the begs on a daily basis the way that he does it, you're just built different. Okay, we're here. All right,
guys, let's get set up.
We've got the Wendy's.
You ready?
Isn't Wendy's Asmongold's choice of chili? It's Wings of Redemptions for sure. I don't know about Asmongold. Maybe it is.
Thank you for another awesome week of support. Like I said, I think next
Plural,
week's
there will
goals
not be a deletion
will
of
be
the VOD. You
Triple
can
Whopper
finish it
challenge
later.
if
I
Burger
promise.
King adds it back to their delivery menus. No idea why they ever removed it. Or we could maybe do some Popeyes, which I haven't had in years, actually. That would be cool to try some Popeyes food. Get a variety of stuff off the menu. Maybe we'll do that. We'll have to see. Is anyone...
Oh, sorry. For context, he did just go and grab the chili, and he's come back to immediately hype up the next thing that he's going to be eating on the stream. Because, of course, it seems to always work out that way for DSP. You can't just eat the food and enjoy it and then hype up the following segment. You obviously have to hype up the segment before eating the food. That way, less people are interested in what you're currently doing. Obviously, that's business 101. I know you lesser styles who didn't go to business school wouldn't understand, so I broke it down for you nice and simple.
Here, everyone's quiet. You're all dead quiet. Is anyone alive? Hello? Hi? Hello? Is anyone watching? Hello? Sandy says,
he's got 247 people here.
In December? Yes, if we continue weekly hitting the goals, absolutely. We're close. This is like episode 197 or 8 or something like that. We're up there. We're going to hit episode 200, if you can believe it, in December. Very possible. Everyone's good?
All right.
You here? All right. Okay, let's get started. Here we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome.
Oh, he had to go into YouTube
special
mode.
Black Friday
I
holiday
didn't even
edition
realize.
of DSP Tries It. I just played Black Ops for Black Friday, and now we are doing a big one.
That shit looks like it says Call of Duty. I didn't notice it until he pointed at it. That is not a D. That is 100% an O on the left there. Just want to point out this motherfucker can spell.
Welcome
That was
to a
it.
special Black Friday holiday edition of DSP Tries It. I just played Black Ops for Black Friday, and now we are doing a big triple taste test. I have not
Ooh,
ordered
the
from
big triple
Wendy's.
taste test. I hope one of them is
Couldn't
the
even tell you.
double
It had to be
chocolate
years.
chum
I haven't eaten Wendy's
cookie.
in a very long time. All right, and Wendy's currently brought back a special menu for the holidays. Don't ask me
Yo,
why
we're
it's
the
holiday
chicken
related,
bake.
It's not. So they have
I'd
3
probably
new
prefer
items.
the
The
chicken
first is
bake.
a salted caramel frosty, which I got a small. All right, we're gonna try that out for our dessert. They have a mushroom.
Yo, I haven't seen a small Wendy's
They have
frosty
3
in a
new
minute.
items.
Can you
The
hold that
first
back
is
up?
a salted caramel frosty.
This is actually kid size. Like I don't know, maybe Euro styles don't understand. This is actual baby's first frosty size. Very cool. Very authentic and real looking image here with a grown man holding the kid size. I love
Which
that.
I got a small. All right, we're gonna try that out for our dessert. They have a mushroom cheeseburger and a taco salad, which is very interesting when you find out what's actually in the taco salad. I think you might freak out a little bit here. I have a big bag full of food that came with all this stuff. All right, so we're going to slowly disassemble
It's a big ass bag for
the
a
bag and see
salad
what's in there.
and
I can
a
smell a
burger.
certain thing that I'm kind of dreading, to be frank with all of you. I'm not looking forward to it at all. Let's see what happens.
Oh,
here.
and the chili,
So,
of course. Okay,
first
maybe
of
they did
all-
need a bag that big. No, but Dr. Detractor, he's not eating 3 burgers
Boom.
today. We're eating one burger, 1 salad, 1 chili, and then we're having the frosty, I believe. That is the meal as far as my knowledge serves. But and I don't even imagine that he's going to eat all of the
randomly in
salad
that bag, which is weird.
or all of the
You wanna know
chili.
what's in this bag?
He'll find something to complain
Fries.
about and justify not
Wendy's
eating.
fries, which sometimes I like. We'll have to see if I still like them. And the mushroom cheeseburger. So I guess I'm supposed to eat my mushroom cheeseburger with the spoon. I don't know what else they would have put it in there for. Got some napkins here.
Shut the fuck up.
So we'll get to the mushroom cheeseburger. But we also
Why wouldn't you
have
eat that now?
this. Why would it be in here? You'll find out in a second. This is the Wendy's taco salad. It is about $10.
What in the goddamn?
Okay. It's got lettuce.
Thank you, Dr. Retractor, for the 69 DKKs. I have been felted. You win this one, Corpse Man. Well, I'm sorry that you were felted. Maybe you can try again tomorrow and not be so felted. I appreciate the 69 DKK nonetheless. Big ups. Thank you, thank you.
Tomato, corn, and cheese. And then they give you a couple other things. They give you a packet of tortilla strips to put in there. They don't even put them in there for you.
In case you don't want them,
You have to put them in there yourself. They're not
That's
looking too appetizing. I'm going to be
fine.
honest. They look like they're
They're
crushed.
they're
not
tortilla.
very
They're
packed.
supposed to be
I guess
crushed.
we'll have to find out.
I mean, like I don't know how
then-
many of you have ever put chips in your salad or you know breadcrumbs or croutons. Typically, them being crushed is the way that they go.
You
It's
get
fine.
a
Whatever.
package of creamy salsa dressing to put into your salad.
And you guys are right. If they would have put them into the salad, he would have complained that they were soggy and mushy and completely unappetizing. You guys are right. I didn't even think of that. I was just thinking that it was a nicety that they put it to the side so you could put in how many you like. But yeah, you're right. It's also so that they don't get mushy.
Don't ask me what's in creamy salsa dressing. I never heard of a creamy salsa ever. Have you ever heard of creamy salsa? Like, I know salsa just means sauce, but when I think salsa, I think, you know, tomato, onion, maybe some peppers, diced up. in a like a tomato sauce. I don't think creamy like that looks like, I don't know, like a Chipotle sauce or something, but I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I'll tell you what's in it, but it's tiny print and I'm in the dark here, so I can't read it.
Sure.
So I guess it's going to be a mystery when we try.
And this is exactly the fucking low effort type of shit that I cannot fucking stand from this guy. Oh, I would show you guys, but it's tiny text. Okay, put your fucking glasses on, boomer. And I'm sitting in the dark. Okay, turn the fucking light on then. Oh, I guess it's just gonna be a mystery then. Then why the fuck bring it up, man? Actually, why did you even fucking bring it up at all? I don't like segments like that. Don't bring up shit if you're not gonna fucking fix it. Whatever.
Right.
It's fine.
So
I'm
I guess
getting
you're
irate
supposed
about
to take
nothing.
the chips and the sauce and put it in here and toss it together. Okay. But then the question remains,
It's just so
what
lame.
was that I had in the bag, right?
Let me tell you I'm being
I like a
lazy and
fork.
then not solve the problem.
So they did give me all the utensils. They gave me a fork and they gave me a spoon. Okay. It says, I guarantee the packet of dressing is 400 calories. It says calories per serving, 150, one serving. This is 150 calories. This dressing.
Damn. Get
All right.
fucking dicked on, genius.
Okay.
Oh, I
You
bet
might
you
say,
this
wait a
is
minute, what was in
400
that bag that you
calories.
had then?
And
Right,
then
like,
what's
what the heck
wrong?
was that? Well, wait till you see what's in this bag, folks. You're not going to believe it. You're
Chili.
probably going to be knocked on
It's
your ass.
chili.
You ready for this?
Is it chili?
Ladies and gentlemen, I have right here in my hands, in my possession, my legal possession.
I don't know how I'm
Ready
going to
for
make it through
this?
this.
An authentic cup of Wendy's chili. Wendy's chili, folks. The lore is real. I have it. The coveted Wendy's chili. You can feel
And
the
this would almost be
reverberations all the
funnier.
way from Wings Redemption's house.
This would almost be a funny segment if it was anybody else. If DSP had one fucking iota of charisma, this bit could be comical. It could be funny. Somebody could have smiled at this joke. But because it's DSP, I actually just want to leave the stream.
You can feel it. Wherever he lives, because I forgot where he lives. There it is. All right. So that's their chili. Now you might say, wait a minute. Why Wendy's chili? Because I'm not kidding you. I wish I was. I really wish that I was kidding you. But remember, I live in the United States of America. And what they
Okay.
actually
I don't know how
intend
we
for
could
you to
forget.
do
You're the worst of us.
is to take your taco salad with
Yeah.
the chips and the salsa in there, and
Yeah.
then they want you to pour this cup of Wendy's chili into your salad and eat it like that.
That sounds fucking heat. Because
Who in
that
their
salad
right
looks
mind
piss
would do
poor
that?
at
And
best.
who would thought up this combination? I always think about pouring chili on top of my salad. That's a great idea, isn't it?
I mean, if it's a taco
just-
or a Southwest style salad, of course.
I don't understand it.
They go hand in
Now,
hand.
for the record, if you go back in time, over a decade, one of my earliest episodes of DSP Tries It was trying the Wendy's taco salad. It was, I think, this very salad, and they got rid of it, and now they've brought it back. So this is the second try. I remember when I ate it the first time, I thought it tasted good, and then I had to use the bathroom constantly for about a day and a half. I'm not kidding you. I couldn't stop using the bathroom.
Thank you. Very appetizing. That's my favorite part about DSP hyping up Wendy's the entire week is that he every time he brought it up, he had to tell you how he had the runs and how he had liquid diarrhea and he couldn't stop running to the bathroom and Hershey squirting all over or whatever the fuck. You know what he says. You know the things he says. That's my favorite part all week. Nothing says watch me eat food like let me tell you about the shits that I have, right? Sound good?
So the question is it any better? Oh, it was called the Santa Fe salad back then, says Staples. And he says it had avocado in it as well. So it was this plus avocado was the difference. The Santa Fe salad. Now it's the taco salad. All right. Well, this is going to be very interesting. Okay. I think we should start possibly with the burger. Let's have the burger first, and then we'll do the salad, and then we'll do the dessert, the Frosty. Okay. First
All right.
off,
Please eat the burger first. I said this
How about
earlier.
fries? I haven't
Fucking
had a Wendy's fry in
mushrooms
a long time.
out of
They used to be
Wendy's?
crispy.
I
Let's
don't
see.
think so, man. That's foul. You're a sicko. All right.
It's not bad, but they're definitely over fried they overcooked them a little bit. Too
Oh
much
my
oil.
fucking god.
If it
oh
wasn't
my
as
god.
oily,
Oh
it
my
would actually be a little
god.
better.
This guy will fucking complain about everything, bro. They're too oily. They're over fried. Bitch, they're fucking French fries. What do you want? I genuinely don't know what the fuck his expectations are for fast food fries. You're right. Dr. Detractor, I did choose this, and I hate every second of it so far. If I didn't rage quit my last 2 streams, I might have done it this time, but I'm stuck now.
Not bad. I'll definitely have more. I have no problem with those, but they're not good either. They're just kind of meh.
Okay. And that's why your fucking wife is fat. That's the exact sort of fucking mentality that makes your fucking wife obese, all right? Oh, they're not good, but I'm going to keep shoveling them down my fucking throat. Fuck. All right, never mind.
So, let's begin. Oh, by the way, to drink, I got a Diet Coke.
Diet Cokes for fucking sickos, too. You're drinking Diet Coke, you got a problem.
Okay. So, this is the mushroom cheeseburger at Wendy's. I'm going to be honest, it looks pretty small to me.
I bet it does look small to you. Like, this is the guy that was talking about the other day. I did watch the fucking DSP Politics a couple weeks ago. Just talking about all of the unhealthy chemicals in the food and RFK this, Fruit Loops in Canada that, or whatever the fuck. But he's over here talking about this full-size Wendy's burger looks small to him after he just ordered a Frosty, fries, a burger, a salad, and the fucking chili. Does it matter how small the burger is when you've got a fucking splay like that? I mean, like, literally the embodiment of overconsumption right here.
Hey, good morning,
as he
Kanye.
fucking dissects this Wendy's meal. Jesus. Thank you. Ronan. Ronan. For the 2. Thank you so much. 1.5K to eat a $15 meal. Dense felted weekly. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Felted, scammed, and completely oblivious, apparently. And thank you, Chad J. Thundercock, for the 6 months. I take Skeleton Man. Diet Coke is great. Please, GFY, friend. I don't know what GFY stands for. Is this hip kid lingo? I must have missed it. Oh, go fuck yourself. Gotcha. Thank you for the 6 months. Will kindly. Evil Daw Nat with the 5. I'm so bad with names. Thank you for the 5 nonetheless. Evil. After seeing an old pic of his teeth, I'm pretty sure the reason he always looks like he's in pain is because he has cavities. Well, his teeth are absolutely fucking disgusting and definitely not taken care of the way that they were supposed to be. That makes sense to me. I have no doubt in my mind that his teeth are fucked. Thank you.
What have we got? First thing I smell is like bacon. So, here it is.
We're smelling bacon.
The mushroom cheeseburger. It's got some kind of a sauce. Oh, it smells very tangy. It smells like a... Again, just read the fucking description of the food before you purchase it. What do you mean it's some type of sauce? It told you the sauce. I promise. It told you. All right, my cat's told me to stop tangy
yelling.
Sauce. A lot of bacon. And I see... Are there any mushrooms on this thing? Not many. I see 1.
It's Thousand
2,
Island dressing. I like Thousand
3.
Island too. I think Thousand Island's good dressing.
I see 3
It's
mushrooms.
good on the Big Mac, even though that's not exactly what it
is.
is.
Cheese. I don't know. Is it Gouda cheese? It's that cheese that has that orange edge. Can you see at the edge of the slice of cheese that there's an orange tinge to it? So I don't know what kind that is. It might be like a Gouda.
It might be
I'm
a
not
Gouda.
sure.
I couldn't possibly find out by looking on the order
this tangy
in the
sauce
app.
and this melted cheese. I think it's Gouda cheese. The sauce is supposed to be a garlic aioli. Is it? Okay, so it's
I
supposed
love
to be
a garlic aioli.
apparently.
This motherfucker,
Is it Gouda cheese?
and he'll
Does anyone
just
know what kind of
believe
cheese it
anything
is?
that his chat tells
I
him
think
too.
the
Like he's not
orange
even
edges
fucking
is Gouda
trying to
cheese.
find out the right information.
Well,
He'll just
we're gonna
believe him.
find- all right, so it's a single patty. This is the Wendy's mushroom cheeseburger. Here we go.
Devour.
Monster cheese. Oh.
And I want to point out right now, before it goes away, in the back, Call of Duty is actually spelled correctly this time with a factual actual D instead of an O for some reason. I have no idea why we have two. And this, if this is supposed to be a gun, that's embarrassing. Actual kid shit. Immediately followed up by his ugly ass face. That's so funny.
That's weird. It's a weird bite. It's like spongy and rubbery and bitter. I'm gonna take another bite.
At what point do you describe food as spongy, rubbery, and bitter, and then say, I'm gonna eat another bite?
This tastes nothing like a normal Wendy's burger. I think mostly because it doesn't have any of the condiments you would expect. No lettuce, no tomato, no onion, no pickle, no ketchup, no mustard or mayo.
No, it's a mushroom burger.
It's just got that garlic aioli.
Yes.
And honestly, it's not that tangy. It smelled tangy. But I think I taste more garlic than anything else. Like I taste garlic and that Munster cheese. Munster cheese is bitter. So I taste bitter cheese and garlic, and I taste a little bit of...
So what would his description of the food be if he didn't know that the Munster cheese was bitter? Like, real talk, if nobody told him it was a garlic aioli, if nobody told him it was a Munster cheese, what the fuck would his description of this food would have been without it? Because he seems to be leaning on that. Oh, the Munster cheese is bitter, therefore the food is bitter. How about you just give us a genuine impression of the food that you're tasting right now without taking into consideration what it actually is? But apparently everything is fucking rubbery and spongy and oily and tangy to the guy. Every single food is described exactly the same way to the guy.
The bacon, but the bacon is undercooked. It is rubbery bacon. I don't like rubbery bacon. I want a crunch to my bacon, a crispiness to my bacon. There is none of that at all in any way, shape, or form.
Also, bitching and moaning and complaining because there isn't mustard and ketchup on a burger is actually like baby's first meal review. Like, if
Honestly,
that's the expectation that you come in with, you have no business reviewing food
I don't taste
online.
the mushroom at all. And that's supposed to be the main event. It's the mushroom cheeseburger. I don't taste any mushrooms on this whatsoever. But I can definitely taste a bitterness from the cheese and like the garlic.
I find that incredibly hard to believe.
Salt from the bacon. So honestly,
the idea that Munster cheese is putting off such a bitter taste that it's overpowering the mushrooms and the garlic aioli is fucking wild. Actually regarded take. And this is coming from somebody whose favorite cheese is Munster. I'll put Munster on fucking anything, brother. But that's okay. That's okay. Thank you, Quasar Blade, for the 5. Is it me, Skeleton, or you're more in your feelings about DSP than normal? Which is okay, because it is DSP after all. I like to be animated. I do like to yell. I like to be exaggerative. I try my best not to, because I understand that it's not the best look in the world, but like, I am a very expressive person in real life. I do get loud very often about minute things just for the fun of it. So we like playing, we like having fun, okay? Thank you for the 5, 100%. I appreciate the concern though.
I think I am not very impressed.
All right, now we get the buy
Piece
section.
fell off. Where'd it go? Oh, the piece that fell off fell into my fries, so that worked. So honestly, it's very meh. It's not good. I like a regular Wendy's cheeseburger better than this. It doesn't have the flavor I'm looking for. It's kind of bland, honestly. I wish it had more flavor. I'm shocked that a specialty burger is this bland. Maybe if it had more mushrooms, you would taste mushroom, it would be better. There's almost no mushrooms on my mushroom burger. So, disappointing. I'm going to eat more of it because this is my dinner. But,
oh my fucking god, bro.
Okay. You know what?
What a mindset to have. This food isn't very good, but I'm going to continue to eat it anyway, even though I don't particularly care for it, instead of making food that I actually like, that I have in my home, ready to go. Sound good? Jesus.
Hold on.
You'd never catch Atlas dead eating shit that he don't fucking like.
Someone made a
Not
suggestion.
for 1 second. I'll just tell you
I
straight
eat the
up.
Frosty first, and
I'm not
the
eating
fries
that.
because if I don't, it's going to be liquid. I think it already is
I'm a
liquid.
grown ass man. I'm not gonna fucking sit here and eat,
So I'm gonna have
food
the
I don't
Frosty
like.
now.
Ain't no fucking
Taco
way.
salad. Plus, if I eat that Wendy's chili, I may just start barfing everywhere on camera. I think that would be pretty bad. I think let's try the Frosty first, shall we?
Thank you, Dr. Retractor, for the 200 DKK. I can't take this. Tangy isn't a taste. The 5 flavors we can taste are sweet, bitter, sour, salty, and humanity. I don't know that that's a flavor. He knows nothing about how our senses of taste work. Never take biology, Phil. Please, I beg you. I hate it. DSP is a bad food reviewer through and through. He always has been. So I don't know that humanity is a flavor, but I hope that it is. I don't want to taste meals with it, though. That sounds suspect.
Yeah. Massive Wendy spoon.
Oh,
It's huge. Look at the size.
umami. Yes, umami is one of the flavors that you can taste. Yes, yes, yes. I did actually know that. Not humanity. Thank you for the clarification.
Right. Okay. Salted caramel frosty, which just looks like their regular white colored vanilla soft serve, probably with some kind of a flavoring in it.
No way, dude. It's got flavoring in it. The flavored frosty has flavoring. You don't say. New information to me. I'll write that down in my notes for later.
I can already tell you it is thoroughly melted. It is very, very liquidy. That's not cool.
Well, you had it delivered.
Oh, I can't even get like a solid scoop. It's all liquid. Oh, man.
Then
well, let's try
sip
it. Salted
it.
caramel frosty.
Devour.
That tastes nothing like salted caramel whatsoever.
My God.
That tastes kind of like a variation almost on like a butterscotch.
Is butterscotch not like a salted caramel? Am I dumb? Am I stupid? Are those two things not similar? I've always thought they were kind of similar, like they were like a slant rhyme, you know? They're like pottery in that way.
That is not salted caramel in any way. If you've ever had salted caramel, you know it's very rich caramel flavor with salt that breaks through the sweetness.
Uh-huh.
No, this is actually a take on butterscotch. That's what it tastes like to me, butterscotch.
And I can't buy for one fucking second that this guy is genuinely knowledgeable enough about taste, given how he's described everything so far, to tell you the difference between salted caramel and butterscotch. Not for one fucking second do I believe that he knows the difference. I just can't. Shade Haxor with the 20. Is DSP faking his tips, or is OIC back under new screen names? Also, his teeth are going the way of King Cobra JFS. That's most definitely what's up. I agree. That is most definitely what's up. Is DSP faking tips? I couldn't say with all certainty, and I don't like to say things without certainty. So I'm going to go with no. I'm going to genuinely believe there are actually dents out there for the sake of the arc. I will genuinely believe people are stupid enough to save this stream at the last minute. But is OIC back under new screen names? I would have to venture to say yes. And if it's not OIC, it's other longtime whales under different names. Either way, no respect for them. I just can't. And you're right, his teeth are going the way of King Cobra. I just hope one day we get better shots of how fucking sick and disgusting and rotting his teeth are. For all of the memes, of course. Thank you for the 20, Shade Haxor. Big ops.
So I wouldn't be surprised if that's actually what the flavoring is, but they're trying to spin it like something it's not.
I also like that he continues to spoon the fucking Frosty out instead of
It's
just
not
sipping
bad. I
on
think
it.
the flavor's good. If it wasn't melted, it would be much better, but what can you do? I got delivery, so it's always going to be melted when you order delivery.
All right, acknowledge that it's your problem and refuse to make any changes to benefit you. Okay, all right. I love that.
It tastes
It's
pretty
my
good.
favorite thing.
Honestly, I like that much better than the burger. I just wish it wasn't melted because I can't finish it now because it's all liquid. Now I'm going to do something that people always talk about, but I've never done. I'm going to take a fry and I'm going to dip it in the Frosty.
You've never done this. Step 1 to going to Wendy's is dipping the fry in the Wendy's or in the Frosty. We never did this. This is completely unheard of. Yo, and he makes it look fucking disgusting too. Like, just can we get a nice replay of the dunk here? This looks so unappealing. Watching the guy eat genuinely does make me less hungry. I've never seen anybody function like this. Why does he look so uncomfortable eating one fry? And what is he contemplating? There's no morality
That's
involved in
weird.
this.
I think maybe if it were vanilla or chocolate, it would be better. With the butterscotch, that's weird. It's not bad. Again, you get with salted caramel, it's saltiness with sweet. So it actually, I think, tastes more like salted caramel this way with the fry in it. But man, I'm disappointed that it's butterscotch. And look, the entire thing has become liquid while I took 2 scoops to eat it. It's literally all liquid now. I'll take one more bite and then that's it because it's melted now.
Because you
I don't know,
can't, you
I'm gonna
guys,
use it
you
in my
cannot consume, you cannot eat the Frosty if it's melted, and it becomes hazardous. Obviously, it'll make you sick. You guys ever eat ice cream after it's melted? You can't do it. You had to throw the ice cream bowl and all, actually, because the bowl is tainted. Just it's impossible. Actually, first world problems. Your fucking Frosty being melted. That's crazy,
That
man.
is good. Yeah, Dark Maggot says it needs to be a vanilla shake with the fries. All right. Well, there you have it. Sad. I wish it was frozen better. I would like it more. It's not bad flavor, but it's not.
I wish it
caramel.
was
It's
frozen
butterscotch.
better as a
For sure, that's
fucking
butterscotch.
dumb sentence. That's
I think maybe
amazing.
because butterscotch
Never
is
in my
less
life.
well known now. You know what I mean? Like, I think actually more people would have salted caramel over a butterscotch flavor. Maybe they're trying to pull one over on you. How much you want to bet it's just butterscotch flavoring added into that? And they just said, oh, it's salted caramel, call it something else.
What the
right?
fuck is the difference? And I don't mean what's the difference between salted caramel and what's the difference between fucking butterscotch? I mean, what is the difference if they told you that it was going to be one? They're so similar to each other that they use the other one. You got a fucking flavored Frosty, you fat fuck. Why don't you just fucking eat it and shut up or throw it away and quit bitching? What are we doing here, man? How is this content? You're not fucking reporter of the week. You're not him. You never have been him. Your fucking takes on food mean nothing to anyone. You're just complaining about your fucking fast food order like a fat slob.
Not very good. Well, disappointing because it's melted. If it wasn't melted, I'd probably like it a lot more. Okay. By the way, I got a $2 tip from Lady Charisma about the chili coming from my aunt who's a manager. Wendy's chili is made from hamburger meat, cooked for orders, but not served. If they made 10 singles and 10 junior patties, those have a certain time frame when they need to be used for orders. If it expires, that meat then gets used for chili meat. Yeah, and I heard what they do is they put it aside, and then when they're making the chili, they rehydrate it because basically the meat dries out.
Yeah.
So you're not eating any fresh meat ever in Wendy's chili.
You're never eating fresh meat at Wendy's, period,
It's
brother.
always
It's
old
fucking
meat.
fast
So if
food.
you like old meat, you'll probably like Wendy's chili. Okay?
And I mean,
All right,
let's call it what it fucking is. At least they're reusing this meat, right? Like I'm gonna go and appreciate that they've heated up this meat and they've wasted it. They haven't served it, so that they reused it in another dish. That actually sounds like a good idea to me. I would prefer if places did things like this. Granted, it's not the freshest food you're gonna ever fucking eat, but it's Wendy's. Did you expect it to be?
Thank you for the $2 tip there, Lady Charisma. And for the little factoid. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. All right? I'm going to put the lid back on the Frosty because I need the spoon. Wait, do I need the spoon for anything else? Oh, for the chili. I need the spoon for the chili. So now I have to do this. I have to lick it clean, use it for the chili because they only gave me 1 spoon. That's kind of an oversight,
okay.
you know? They should have given me 2 spoons. I have to lick the shit out of this. That's disgusting. Now my saliva's all over it. At least I'm only eating it. I'm not giving it to somebody else. All right.
How is that disgusting? The spoon has saliva
That is
on
an
it, brother.
oversight.
It's
They
a
totally should've given me
spoon.
2 spoons.
It's a spoon. It's supposed to have saliva
so
on it when you eat it. When you eat off of it, you're gonna
disappointing,
leave
tastes like
saliva.
butterscotch and was too melted. Although that's not their fault.
Also, he's like, oh, it's a huge oversight. They only gave me 1 spoon. Whatever. I guess that it is kind of an oversight, but like, you're not too good to reuse a spoon, a plastic spoon. In all honesty, I would prefer they didn't give you any spoon during fucking delivery, because wherever it's being delivered to should have spoons. And if it doesn't, fuck yourself. Really, I don't like plastic utensils as much as possible. It's a waste thing for me. Waste not, want not. And that's not because I'm some green hippie style. It's because I don't like to waste shit.
It's not going to stay clean forever or frozen forever. It's going to melt. Okay. I've cleaned it as best I can.
We have to clean the spoon from our own saliva before eating off of it more.
Now,
Does this guy clean
I
off
think I
his
will
fork
do-
in between sides? Does he cut
Yes, the
his
soda is
chicken,
carbonated.
eat
It
it,
is
and
not
then
flat,
clean his fork
like
to
I
eat the
got from
green
the other
beans?
place.
Just
Where
a
was it I
genuine
got flat
question.
soda?
Yes,
can't
Snoot,
remember.
with a napkin provided by Wendy's. That's a great point. I'm sure that thing's totally clean, 100% sterile, of course.
Where is it I got flat soda? Okay, Jack in the Box. That's what it was. Jack in the Box had flat soda. How embarrassing for them. Okay. No, it wasn't Sonic, was it? No. Last week was good. Last week was the triple smash burger. Nothing was wrong with that. All right. So, up next.
Unknown Drifter with the 2. He needs an ASMR food channel. I don't think so. I think that's a foul and sick idea. I think that if that were to ever happen, you'd be #1 on the glowy list for your crimes against humanity for even recommending such a thing. But I appreciate the 2 nonetheless. Unknown Drifter, you sicko. And Space Cowboy Media with the 5. Bro really complained about fast food. He had DoorDashed, and rather than just drive and pick it up, his lazy ass just complains about the food. Of course, this is complaint core, brother. This is the genre. This is what you tuned in for. I'm complaining. He's complaining. He, she, we complain. The study of complainology. It's pretty elementary, bro. Come on. I appreciate the 5. Thank you. But you're right.
Yes, I'm actually going to do this. I'm actually going to try Wendy's chili. I'm going to partake in Wendy's chili and let you know what I think all these years later. I haven't had this since I ate the Santa Fe salad. That's the last time I ate it. And incidentally, that day I got sick. So let's see what happens. Oh, no, they did not give me any crackers whatsoever. Zero
What in the
crackers
goddamn-
obtained in this order. I did not get crackers.
Damn, they didn't give DSP his crackers.
ready?
How will he ever eat the chili? It's almost like he was supposed to put it on the salad or something.
Hold on. Let me get a napkin ready.
Why does he look like that? It's chili.
Oh.
It's literally just chili.
Oh. The best way to describe that scent is ripe. That's the best way to describe it. Here's what it looks like. Let's do a nice close-up.
You can't
Does
even
that look
see it
good to
because you
you?
can't display it properly.
It won't focus. Does that look good to you? Does that look appetizing to you? Look,
I mean,
there's
it's
grease
normal
on the
brown
edge of
chili
the cup,
slop.
dripping off. See it? See the grease right there?
Mix
Coming
it.
over the edge of the cup, dripping down the cup. That's Wendy's. Look, it's dripping down the front of the chili cup. The grease.
Mix it.
The pure fat grease coming off that cup. Do you see that? That's what you're going to put in your...
All right, I'm not going to yell, but anybody who knows anything about anything knows that, like, oil separates, grease separates. If you just mix it up, it'll go right back into the food, and you literally wouldn't know the difference. It's fast food. There is going to be grease. That's just the way these things go. They've gone that way forever. Who is this news to? Why is this worth bringing up? Great question, Atlas. I don't fucking know. Thank you, Harleywood, for the 5. Honestly, I can't even get on the guy for cleaning his spoon. I do that between food sometimes. Genuinely a possible trait of autism. I hate to say it, but it sounds like it, Harleywood. I appreciate the 5, but cleaning the spoon in between food does sound like a telltale sign of autism. Hate to be the guy. But. And then, Chaos is a ladder with the 7 months. Oh, he said crackers, not crappers. We're talking about Wendy's chili, so it could go either way. You're right. I didn't even think of that. I didn't even hear that.
Your body when you eat Wendy's
Thank
chili.
you for the 7 months, brother.
Oh. It made a weird sound. Did you hear it? It went like... Oh.
The liquid made a sound when you shoved something into it. Say it ain't so. How is this an hour long? Okay. Look at this fucking clown, bro. That's it. That's all the commentary needed. Just look at this fucking face. What does he think he's doing here? Where is the comedy? Is the comedy just that he's a fugly guy? If so, I guess point taken.
I see beans. I see burger meat. I see 2 kinds of beans, both kidney and pinto beans. And I see the burger meat. And that's really it. That's all that's in here. is
Beans,
two kinds
meat,
of
and
beans,
sauce,
the burger
brother.
meat and the liquid.
That's
It doesn't
most
smell very
chili.
good, to be honest. It smells like kind of like you ever have a sock that you lost and you thought, oh, I guess I'm down a sock. And all of a sudden, one day as you're just like moving stuff around, you find the sock. It's like behind something or under something. You pull it off the ground, it's all crusty. You get that whiff.
That's fucking foul. That's so fucking gross, dude. That's actually sickening. What is wrong with you? No, I've never had that experience. I don't leave cum socks just stashed behind the couch. Matter of fact, I don't leave cum socks anywhere. So no, not an experience I've had. And I've definitely never smelled a sock that smelled like chili before. That's fucking gross. This guy's
That's
a
what this
sicko.
smells like.
His house needs to be condemned or something.
That's
If
exactly
that's
what
what's
this
going
smells
on.
like. Oh. Wendy's chili.
Yeah,
I
obviously
can't
you wear
imagine
your cum
someone who
socks
has a lick of
afterwards
taste eating
for
this.
ease of use later.
But I'm going
you
to
never
try
know when you got to bust them out.
ready?
Uh-huh. Why is this some big fucking to-do? Eat the chili, brother. You just make yourself look more dumb the longer you play in it.
Devour.
And of course, he's got to make some childish ass face instead of just saying he doesn't like it, he doesn't care for it. Report of the week would never. He actually has dignity.
Oh, no, it's no good. It's so bad. That is not good chili in any way, shape, or form. First of all, no chunks of tomato whatsoever in it. No other ingredients. Like a good chili would have something else in it that brings it together. This is literally just beans
Mm-hmm.
and meat. That's it. Beans and meat. There's nothing else in it at all.
Are you gonna take another
I don't
bite?
even taste tomato. You want to taste some tomato in a chili. I don't taste it at all. Some corn would have been nice. Anything. It's so basic, and you know it's old. You know the meat is old.
You don't know the meat is old, except for somebody just fucking told you, dude. Chili is majority beans and fucking meat. I don't know how you could have a complaint about that. I genuinely don't understand, especially given the fact that he fucking purchased the meal off of the goddamn website where they explicitly tell you what's in the damn chili. Never have I heard about this guy making a fucking chili. Never have I heard about his fucking chili cook-off fucking credentials to critique one in the first place. But he literally fucking purchased the shit offline with the description in his possession. I don't give a fuck if he doesn't like it. He should just have to eat it. I think he should be forced to eat it on camera. The whole thing. The dent's paid for it.
That's not good. Why would you eat this? And why on earth would you put this on your salad? I did get a tiny little bit of heat on that second spoon. Just a little bit, a hint of heat. So light that it doesn't even really matter. All right. Adam Theory
It's
says, how
fast
big of a tip
food,
for me
bro.
to
It's
eat the
meant for
entire
white
chili? What do you
people.
guys
And I
think?
don't say
What
that
should I
as a
charge
dig
for
to
that?
white
100
people.
bucks?
Obviously, everyone knows white people spice is the joke. Most fast food places, when they offer a spicy dish or they say that something that they sell has a kick to it, it's literally meant for people who cannot handle spice. If you want genuine spice, you go somewhere else. You go somewhere that's not fast food, typically.
200 bucks, $250 tip, and I'll eat the whole chili. And then I don't know if I'll be here for Diaz Politics tonight. I'm doing my political show tonight. I don't know if I'll be here. I may be in the bathroom of the hospital.
So he's asking for an additional $50 to eat the food that he already made money to
$1,000?
eat. Sound good?
Charles says $1,000 to eat the entire thing. A $500 chili blowout. We agree to something fair. Maybe I'll actually do it. Now this is just stupid.
That actually sounds good as fuck too. Dipping fries in chili. Yo, chili fries actually sounds heat right now. That sounds delicious.
That was good. What just happened? No. That was good. That was actually good. Hold on a second here. I have a theory. A chili theory.
Thanks for watching. He's ladling out the grease off the top right now.
So all I'm going to do is drink just the liquid, not the chunks.
Oh, okay. He's just drinking the liquid.
The liquid tastes good. The liquid reminds me of a savory tomato soup with some spice. It's the actual chunks in it that suck. It's not the liquid. The liquid is the base is
This
good.
is so fucking dented,
Because when
bro.
I dip a fry in here, that actually tastes good.
Hang on. There's something about the way he's eating this fry that pisses me off to no end. Why is he taking multiple bites out of a fry like this? This is a grown man who's biting a fry into, I think, thirds and then in half and then eating the whole thing.
Right. Because when I dip a fry in here,
Okay, it's 2 bites.
that actually tastes good.
2 bites for a fry?
So if they would just not put the shitty meat in there, the old ass dried out burger meat, the chili would actually taste good. Just all in it, replace the meat with something else. Put some corn in there. Put some onion in there. Right? Anything.
Where does he-
Just don't
never
put the
mind,
meat in,
never
and I
mind.
actually would like this. They ruin it with the old meat. Thank you, Sister Anime, who gifted a sub over on
So
Kick. I
they ruin it
appreciate
with the
that,
old
Sister
meat
Anime.
because
So
somebody
busy.
told him earlier they
Sorry, I
use
couldn't count
old
it
meat.
immediately. I
That
appreciate
is the takeaway
yeah,
from the chili.
So,
The Dents have ruined this meal by giving him information.
Oh, no, guys. Excuse me. Oh, this is not good. I've only had 2 spoons of that,
I'm
and
gonna
then I had
fucking
2
leave.
fries of it. I'm already... Oh, no.
All right. Thank you, Red Bird, for the 11 months. 1 month to go in season 16. Unlikely the Eat It rant will be topped now. Been a ride with the Skull Gang. Big ups. Thank you for the 11 months. It has been a ride. It's crazy to think that Eat It was just earlier this year, what it seems so long ago now. That is absolutely crazy. And you've been here the whole time. Hell yeah, dude.
Oh, no. I might have made a terrible mistake. I might have made a really bad mistake. Well, I guess you got to live with your mistakes, right? I'm a little nervous now. That's really bad. I don't think I've ever done a live loud burp like that on DSP Tries It recently. So I'm gonna.
I mean, he
cover that
does
for now.
loud
We'll get
burps
back to
every
that.
single day on
Okay.
stream. Every single day he burps
We'll
on
get back to the
stream.
chili.
I would be impressed if you could find me a day he doesn't.
Yikes! That's dangerous stuff right there, guys. Dangerous.
That's dangerous.
received a
It's
$2
like
tip.
hazardous material. You're gonna get
Archmage, be
cancer
careful. You
from
might
it.
transform into wings. That's not possible. I mean, I would have to be eating that regularly for like years to become even a body type of wings. Lucky for me, this is a rarity. that I
DSP
would
couldn't
never
be
eat
wings
this kind of
anyway,
stuff.
because at least fucking wings is. Whoa. What the fuck? Shade Haxor. I'm sorry? 200? DSP, the adult toddler. Burp the baby until he's 90. He's a gross pig who will outlive us all. Absolutely. DSP's outliving me for sure. I've accepted that. I'm leaving everything I own to DSP in the event that he lives past me, of course. Big ups for the 200. Absolutely. You know, previously I said that the burrito fund had turned into the wedding fund, but I think we get a burrito today, folks. I think today is the day. I think they're going to see me stop back in and they're going to wonder where I went. Thank you so much, Shade Haxor, for the $200 burrito. Means a lot. Thank you.
Worries about that. Okay. Guess what? It's salad time.
Now it's salad time.
So, I'm gonna open it, see what it looks like, see what it smells like. Is it fresh? It looks fresh, honestly. Like first glance, the lettuce looks good. It doesn't look wilted at all.
Hey, good
Even
morning,
on the
Craig.
bottom. Look, on the bottom it looks good. That looks like a fresh veggies. The tomato looks fine. It looks like it actually is a pretty decent salad.
What did he expect? He expected the shit to be wilted and just like brown? I'm genuinely confused. It's a salad. They always look like that, as far as I know. Garrido with the 2. Shaking my head. Atlas tipping himself to save the streak. Well, now that you've called me out, it's true. Shade Haxor is me the whole time. I just love giving I just love giving YouTube a third of that, of course.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's aromatic. That's actually a fresh salad. For sure.
It's
That smells legit good.
aromatic. No way.
Wow, I'm shocked. I was not expecting to get fresh veggies at all. I was not. I thought it would be like crappy, but that's not bad. Maybe they chop it in the morning. Maybe that's what it is, because it smells good.
They chop it in the morning? What the fuck do you think this is, bro? You don't think that they get fucking shredded lettuce in a bag just like every other fast food place does and they put it in the fucking bin? You think they really chop this shit up? Okay, regard.
Okay. Just for the heck of it. Oh, I should have opened my fork first. Shoot. Hold on. Please don't fall. Come on. There we go. Open. Don't make me shake my leg with the salad on my leg and it goes everywhere.
Why would you have to shake your leg to open the
for the
plastic
record,
silverware? What the
I'm
fuck?
gonna try, like, let's try a little piece of tomato. I wish it was sweeter, but it's okay. Let's try a piece of the corn.
And he's like individually picking out the ingredients as if his palate is refined enough to tell you what tomatoes and corn are supposed to individually taste like and how he would personally change the flavor that they're giving off now in order to improve it. What the fuck does this guy think that he's capable of? Like, he must think that he's the fucking M. Night Shyamalan of fucking like food reviews or something. I don't know if that's an apt comparison. It's just a name that came into my mind. Don't at me. He just thinks that he's the best to ever do it, apparently, because never in my, like, I wouldn't even trust Review Bruh to tell me whether or not the fucking tomato is too acidic. That's too specific, even for his tism, let alone the fucking guy, bro.
Corn is very sweet. The corn is very tasty. It is a sweet corn that they put into this salad. However,
It's so good,
it's
the
deceptive.
corn.
This is what you see on the top. They're like, oh,
This
what a
guy
great
doesn't know
salad.
shit
Look at the
about
bottom.
corn.
The entire bottom of the
I'm
salad is
offended
lettuce.
this guy would even
basically,
speak
there's
on
only those
corn as a
ingredients
Midwesterner. He didn't know shit.
directly on the top of the salad.
Don't talk to me
Once you
about
eat
corn.
through that, all you have left is lettuce. So 60% lettuce, arguably. Not surprising because that's the cheaper ingredient. Try these chips. Tortilla strip chips. I can't read it because I'm in the dark here. Best Buy. Hold on.
Okay. We're reading the fine print on the salad?
You're kidding me. Oh. It says manufactured September 16th, 2024, but it doesn't have an expiration date. I thought it said expired September 16th, 2024. I was going to be like, what? All right. So there's no expiration date on these. This, but they're only 2.
There's no expiration date on these. Are we for real right now, bro? They're fucking tortilla chips in a bag. What do you... They're gonna go rotten? They're gonna... The worst case scenario, they go fucking stale, and then you just pick them back out. Literally, that's the worst case scenario. We were worried they were fucking spoiled, though. All right, whatever. Winter Werewolf with the 3 months. Thank you so much. So much. I hate his burps. This is disgusting. He even makes salad look disgusting. Those are just veggies. Nothing unusual to them. Have a good burrito later. Thank you for the well wishes on my burrito. And you're right. He does make it disgusting. It's literally just a salad. And it's the way watching him eat it is foul.
2 months old. I guess that's okay. 2.5 months old, right?
It's sick.
Okay.
It's piss. It's insulting. It's revolting. Hang on now, as he
I'm gonna
fails
try
to open a fucking
one of these
bag.
tortilla strips by itself.
Oh my god. I understand how
Oh.
this was an hour now.
It's got some kind of a seasoning. Chili lime seasoned tortilla strips. I guess I should have read the package. So it has chili lime seasoning on it. Does it taste like that? No. It just tasted like a very small amount of seasoning on it to give it some kind of a flavoring to it, a kick.
So not only could he not look at the description of the food
Now-
on the site, but he couldn't even read the fucking bag in his hand.
This is going to be the tricky part.
My
The dressing,
God, this
I don't know
guy's.
how I'm
You can't
expecting-
help him. You
This is
cannot
already
help him.
full. I'm gonna put the dressing on here and be able to eat it. It's gonna go everywhere. You know that. I'm gonna get dressing all over my office right now. It's just gonna squirt on everything. These Pac-Man guys are gonna have dressing. This poor Nutcracker Cookie, the
DSP
Christmas pooch over
squirting
here,
on
is gonna have dressing
stream?
all over his nose. This is gonna be disgusting. I'm calling it right now. I don't know how I could possibly do this without getting dressing everywhere. I hate it when they put dressing in these pouches. There's no way to effectively get dressing out of a pouch and not make a mess. It's going to be messy.
What?
If they would just put dressing in something else, a tube or something, then it would be more fair.
You
But I
wanna-
don't know why they do that.
All right,
Alright,
no,
well.
we're just gonna continue to move on positively. Nobody's ever gotten dressing out of a pouch
Guess what? I
without
can't even
making
get
a
it
mess.
open.
It's impossible.
Is there a tab? There's no tab.
Millions and millions of people all across the country have use pouches on a daily basis to distribute their sauces into their food every day. And every single one of them is obviously making a mess. And it should have been rectified by the stupid pouch manufacturer ages ago, dude. They pouch manufacturers lost their way. Obviously, they should be investing into tube technology. Pouches, they're so last decade. It's like they don't even fucking care about their consumers anymore, dude. It's bullshit, really.
Wait, is this a tab? No, there's no tab. There's nowhere to actually open this.
Yeah, Big Pouch doesn't want you to know that tube technology is actually the strategy moving forward. They don't want you to
I can't get it
invest
open.
too early
It has
and
no
steal all
tab
their
to open
tech.
it. Anywhere.
RS Nerd, thank you so much for the
I
3
can't-
months.
I can't rip it. I'm trying. It will not open.
Whoa, YouTube, let me type finally. Big ups, brother, with the salute for chat. DSP eating always makes me rage or facepalm, never gets old. Ack. And that's why I wanted to watch it so bad. And why I was upset we didn't get to watch the triple smash burger review, dude. I was really looking forward to it. Real quick, speaking of the triple smash burger review, he mentioned at one point eating those new Whoppers. I did have one last week, and I didn't even get to tell you because I rage quit the stream too fast. I had the Mexican street corn Whopper literally that day for lunch. It was actually really good, and it reminded me of the signature craft burger that McDonald's had, the one that had the guacamole on it. That's actually a good burger and my favorite burger from McDonald's at the time. So I'd recommend if that's your thing. That was it.
Use your
Thank
teeth.
you so much,
You want
RS
it to
Nerd,
go
for the 3
everywhere?
months.
Use your teeth. That's how you get that stuff everywhere. If you try to bite it open with your teeth, it's going to explode. This is dumb. They give you a packet with no actual practical way to open it. And for the record, the packet is sticky. So that means one of these is leaking into all the others and went all over the place.
That's not
I literally
what
cannot
that
open it.
means.
Look.
I mean, it could have been literally anything that spilled in there. One
Oh, wait, I think I got
overfilled
it.
soft drink to spill into the fucking or the ranch container where they keep the pouches is all that would take for it to be sticky. But it's okay, DSP. Just assume the worst. Line called avocado. Speaking of avocados, with the 7 months, it's worth pointing out he called the pouch unfair. God, this world is something else. I agree, dude. DSP acting as though they should balance the patches or the pouches in the next patch is incredibly funny.
Okay, I got it. There was no tab,
Thank you
but
for the
I
7
managed
months.
to rip it. Okay. Oh, that was close. It almost exploded. Okay. All right, here we go.
All right. Now we are drizzling
Creamy
the
salsa
sauce.
dressing. Creamy salsa. 150 calories of creamy salsa goodness coming out of that package. Oh, it looks so delectably delicious, doesn't it? Oh, yes.
It does look kind of good.
Oh,
I won't
yes.
lie.
Squeeze it out. Oh, yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Squeeze
I
it
take it
out,
back. I
dude.
take it back. I take it
All
back.
right, there you go. Amazing, huh? So here's what it looks like with the
And,
entire packet.
and you're right,
dressing
Rasma.
on
He
it. Of course,
literally
you're supposed to talk.
just proved himself wrong and debunked himself by not spilling anything anywhere while doing it. Amazing. Everything he just said, completely pointless. We don't need tubes. Apparently, pouches do work. Hallelujah.
Toss it. That's impossible. How in the holy hell would I toss this salad? It's going to go everywhere. And you're talking to a professional salad
good
tosser.
morning,
I worked at a
Craig.
salad place for 5 years. I'm serious. I worked there when I started as 15. I worked there till I was like halfway through college. I worked there about 5 years, a salad place. This has E. coli written all over it. Thanks for the vote of confidence, Iron Chef Sakai. I always appreciate when someone says that right before I'm obligated to eat something. So thank you so much. It makes me feel great
Obligated
that
to
you said
eat
that.
this, by the
All
way.
right,
Does not want to confirm.
gonna try it.
Obligated
Ready?
to eat it. Also, professional salad tosser.
This is
Absolutely, you guys.
Too much dressing.
Absolutely, a professional salad
salad
tosser.
It's not possible. I have no room to toss.
Me and
the
him are the
dressing.
same in that way, of
So
course.
this is going to be very messy. and go everywhere.
Yo, did I spell chili with 2 L's in the
The
fucking
dressing
title?
smells.
And no
it
one
smells
said
weird.
anything?
It almost smells like mayo, but not
Let me
mayo. You know,
make
like
sure
tangy,
chili isn't spelled
like
with 2
vinegary.
L's and
It
I'm
smells
being
vinegary.
regarded again.
All right, let's take our first bite here. Ready?
Devour.
Chili is spelled with 1 L the whole time, and no one told me. It's like you guys don't even care about
That's weird. The dressing almost does taste like salsa, but it's creamy because they put vinegar in it. It's bizarre. It's a really weird flavor. Let me see if I can get some chip pieces.
It's a bizarre, really weird flavor. The salad, I guess, of course. I literally cannot change the name of the stream. The whole page is frozen. So
The
chili is
tanginess of
spelled
the
with 2
dressing
L's today.
is overwhelming.
I make the rules.
It's way too tangy. So whatever they put in there to make it tangy, which I'm assuming is vinegar, there's way too much.
It's too tangy.
It's all I can really taste is a little bit of creaminess,
good
like I
morning,
said,
Kanye.
like almost like there's a little bit of a mayo base in there. But then I just taste tanginess, 100% tanginess.
And like somebody telling me that they taste a mayo base, like I'm instantly writing off everything you just said to me. You sound like a fucking dweeb, bro. If you're thinking about food that hard, I can't take anything you say seriously. You value the wrong things if you're talking about what fucking base the dressing has from Wendy's. Real talk. Redbird with the 2. How many burrito goals to eat on camera? 1 million? I really think about eating the burrito on stream, but kind of like the guy says, in reality, by the time that I would go and get it and then come back, like that's a bad stream. That's actually bad content. Unless the At Last was finna go get it for me, which I would not ask her to do that. That would be incredibly rude. I just don't see how I would viably do that. I guess I could get one before a night stream, but I don't night stream other than with ALT. And I would hate to do the burrito segment on his show. He doesn't care about the burrito. So that is a real question. Thank you for the 2
What
Redbird.
in
I
the
don't even know.
goddamn?
Quasar with the 2. My ailing 94-year-old grandma is more cogent, coherent, as I would imagine what you meant, than DSP, in which case I would imagine so. My literally dying grandmother is also more coherent and well put together than the guy. She dresses herself and doesn't look like a bum, which is more than the guy is capable. So thank you for the 2. And Snoot is telling me cogent is a word that means coherent. No way. Well, I guess you learn something new every day. Here I am learning. Wrestling Ranter with the 5. Professional salad tosser, and yet Ket is neglected. Sounds like a healthy marriage indeed. Also, get a new description besides tangy. No, tangy is an apt description for most things. You sound like a hater, Wrestling Ranter. Thank you for the 5. And how dare you talk about his wife not getting her salad tossed? That's none of your business, you sicko. Thank you for the 5, brother. I really appreciate it. Don't neglect your wife's salads if they need tossed. Just general advice. If that's what she's into, that's what she's into. You married her, bro.
I'm not even tasting any of the vegetables at all. Really?
Now we can't even taste
I can't
vegetables.
Taste tomato. I can't taste lettuce. I don't taste the chips. All I taste is the dressing. And I did taste some of the cheese. Honestly, I don't think the veggies are the problem. I think it's the dressing. I don't think the dressing's very good. I wish.
Well, I think the
it
real
came with a
issue with
different
DSP
dressing.
salad here is that he didn't put the lid back on and shake the whole thing to get the sauce everywhere. He just drizzled it over the top. So he's got this dry ass lettuce in giant forkfuls
$10
going
for
into
this
his
salad.
mouth. It's just a shame to eat that way, if
And
you ask me.
I'm not impressed.
If you're gonna have
I
a
want different
sauce,
dressing.
fucking
I would have liked
sauce
this
it
maybe an
up.
Italian or even a Caesar ranch. But it doesn't work with this tangy dressing. That's all I taste, tanginess. No other flavor. Oh,
Apparently, Mellow Yellow is in DSP's chat eating
It's
a
sad
calzone, if
because
anybody
it's bad.
cares. So
Lettuce
shout out
quality
Mellow Yellow in his calzone.
holds up. It's not droopy. It's not, wilted. It actually, look, it's fresh. It's standing up. The tomato was good. The corn, I didn't even know there was corn. Now that I'm glad I tasted the corn before I put the dressing on. Dude, I can't taste corn at all.
And please notice that all of the things that he recommended the chili have, corn and tomato, both of those things are present in the salad that he explicitly decided to not pour the chili onto, despite understanding that's how it's expected to be eaten, according to him. So all of the issues he takes with the chili could have been immediately solved by adding it to the salad, but we didn't do that, even though it's supposed to.
Anywhere, because the dressing is so amazingly overpowering that the sweetness of the corn just disappears. There's no point in even putting corn in the salad, in my opinion. It's a waste.
For texture. It's actually for texture. It's like adding the tortilla chips in. It's for texture. You're not going to taste them.
Hey, good morning, Kanye.
This is the case where I'm totally okay with all of the components of the salad. The lettuce, the tomato, the cheese, the corn, and even the chip pieces were good. But the dressing sucks. And it makes it so disappointing. I wish that I was eating another salad, so I'm probably going to stop eating now. It sucks. I like salad, but this dressing is no bueno. It ruins the salad. I don't just want creamy tanginess. I want some kind of other flavor. I can't taste anything else.
You put the fucking dressing on. Why? It's like you can't be upset about a fucking an aspect to your meal that you were in charge of rationing for. If they ask you to, tell me when on the Parmesan cheese, and you let them fill up the entire fucking bowl with Parmesan cheese, you don't get to complain afterwards and say, "Oh, they put too much in. I can't taste anything but the cheese." Brother, that was on you. Why didn't you taste the sauce before you put it on to ensure you knew what the flavor was and how it was going to affect your meal? It's pretty fucking self-explanatory, man. I don't get how we can complain about literally everything all of the time. Mr. Gorehowl with the 2. Glad to catch your stream live. Big dog. Well, thank you. And I'm glad this one is going so much smoother because we really were on the verge of never streaming again. Like I was really fucking upset last time.
What a disappointing shame. Seriously. I wish I had put other dressing. I have other dressing in my fridge. I wish I just put another dressing in here. This sucks ass. This is terrible.
All right.
Damn it.
Everything's an L today. None of this was good.
Do not get the creamy salsa dressing from Wendy's. That is gross. Get another dressing. Maybe this would have been good with another dressing, but sorry, salad. Taco salad sucks. The ingredients are good. The dressing ruins it. And I don't know anyone in their right mind who would put chili on their salad. You'd have to be a moron.
You'd have to be fucking stupid to combine two different foods together.
That, huh?
Idiot.
How about you pay
Completely
me $10
ignore that he put the fries in the Frosty, by the way. Just ignore that.
Okay.
Two things that traditionally don't go together are not allowed to go together, or you'd be fucking stupid, according to
The
Guy.
whole point was to eat it with the dressing. That's why they provided it. Because you didn't have to have dressing with it. But that's the point. They wanted you to eat it with that dressing. And that dressing was terrible. All right, well, I guess I got to finish my mushroom burger. This is all
You
I
don't
have
have
to eat.
to.
And, well,
You do
I have
not have
fries.
to.
That's true. And the fries are not bad.
They're cold as fuck by now. You've been sitting around for 20 minutes since you had them.
They're okay. I wish they were better. Well, let me finish my mushroom cheeseburger.
That was a dainty little fucking corner bite. What the fuck?
Damn, it's bland. I wish it had
What do you
something
wish?
else.
Like?
It tastes very similar to another burger that I've had. It had a tangy sauce with bacon, and it went together well. This just, it needs a kick, and the garlic aioli is too bland. It's very garlicky, and garlic is very, bitter. It needs another flavor. I think if the Munster cheese was a bad choice, if they had a different,
Yeah, it should have been
might
Swiss if it
better.
was on a mushroom burger. I don't even like mushroom, but I can tell you Swiss typically pairs better with it, so whatever. But again, though, he is the one who fucking bought and paid for this. He should have known this
And
is
also-
like he should have known the ingredients before biting into it. He should have known what to expect. Thank you, Wrestling Ranter, for the 4 months. Phil, we wish you were a better person, but we can't have that either. Now, this is a true statement. This is true. I secretly hope for the good ending of DSP Space Gaming, where it was a joke the whole time. He's secretly like a millionaire with an offshore overseas bank account, and him and John Rambo open up bistro together on the East Coast, and they live happily ever after. That's what I secretly hope for, and we'll never get it. So I don't ever want to hear DSP saying that all the detractors are plotting on his downfall. I want him to live his best life. He chooses not to, and there's something I can do about that.
I wish that the bacon was crispy. Soggy bacon is very disappointing on a burger. You want a crispness to it, and it has no crispness at all.
I don't like crispy bacon. That's why I do mine in the microwave. I'm a sicko. I think crispy bacon's for old men. Old men who are the type to have a steak and a smoke for breakfast. That's cool and all, but like,
Where's
okay,
the mushroom?
Grandpa.
It's the mushroom cheeseburger. I don't taste any mushroom on this at all. I really don't see any. All I'm getting is bacon. I can literally walk into any fast food place in America right now
Yes,
and
sir.
get a burger with bacon on it. Or
Yes, sir.
a chicken sandwich with bacon on it.
Yes, sir.
I can't get mushrooms everywhere. They should have made the mushroom the
Uh,
star of the mushroom cheeseburger. But instead, there's almost none on there, and I don't taste them at all. This is disappointing. I do like mushrooms, for the record.
But the fucking second that they would have loaded that bitch up with mushrooms, he
think
would have been complaining.
this would have
All
been
I
better.
taste is mushrooms. I know it's a mushroom cheeseburger, but goddamn, look at all these mushrooms, you guys. I don't even know how I'm supposed to eat this burger with so many mushrooms. They're falling out. Like that's exactly the segment we would have got if it would have went the other way. So let's not pretend like he would have been happy.
With a different sauce, a creamier sauce, that didn't have the bitterness of the garlic. So I think garlic aioli was a bad choice. I don't think the Munster cheese works at all. I think a different cheese would have worked better. And it needs more mushrooms. Overall, it's very disappointing. I gotta finish it. It's my dinner.
No, but he says that like there isn't food in the fridge. Like he doesn't go to the store every single week, at least according to him. Like there's nothing else in the house you could have eaten.
Yeah, I wonder. The Munster cheese also, like I said, is kind of bitter. I wonder what would have been a better cheese on here.
And I that's a great fucking point, Pyroclastic. Make a better burger than DSP. That's what DSP should have did. That's real content. Order the fucking special food from Wendy's or whatever, and then be like, guys, this burger is ass. Let me show you how I would have done this, and then actually, flip the fucking skillet into the goddamn kitchen and get to pushing. Make something. Do it better. Show people how it's supposed to be done. Since you got all these fucking opinions.
Someone had said Swiss, but Swiss is also bitter. So I don't know. It's like bitter on bitter.
It's like bitter on bitter.
Maybe.
You know, ever since Baby on Baby drop, it's like ain't nobody drop shit.
If they hadn't used the garlic aioli, and instead had used a more flavorful sauce, then the Munster cheese would have worked. But the fact that it's a bland sauce with a bitter, bland cheese, it just makes it... The only saltiness is in the bacon. And literally, you end up just tasting a bunch of bitterness and bacon. No mushroom flavor, no beef. I don't taste the beef at all. And that's sad.
See, and this is why I can't believe anything this fucking guy says. You're eating a burger
I'm
and can't
crazy.
taste the beef. I think you're actually stupid. It just doesn't make any
Wow.
sense. I don't know that you could put something on a burger and then eat the burger and say you
Unreal,
didn't tasted the beef. Like, I genuinely don't know what you could have put on the motherfucker.
Feta
It's
cheese
a
on that
burger.
Hmm.
I'm sorry.
Why is this the best dang thing that I got today? It really
Because
is.
your taste buds are ass, brother. Imagine
The
liking Wendy's
are
fries
the best
too.
thing out of everything I got, and that's not even part of the new menu. I just got a combo with the burger. Wow. Well,
Uh-huh.
we have one more thing to go back to. Here it is.
I like that he's more willing to go back to the chili than he
Yet
was with the
again.
salad. That's kind of wild, actually.
So how much for me to
I did
eat
not
this?
expect that from the guy.
How many 100 to eat this? Do we have 100? Do we have an offer of 100 for me to eat the chili?
This
I received
is
a $1 tip.
despicable. Oh my god.
Excuse me. Happy late Thanksgiving. Mine was blah as crap, boring, alone, and depressing. I'm sorry to hear that.
You deserved it.
Did you hear of something called Smoky Mountain Moonshine? No, I have not. He says, I got one that tastes like a Reese's cup. I've seen different moonshines. I've never had one, though. I've actually never tried moonshine. I wonder if I would like it.
I've actually never tried moonshine. What?
So thank you for that. And then Spawn Killer did a $2 super chat. Says, why didn't you mix the chili and salad? Because I'm not a moron. Because that would make an insane mess. It would immediately make all the vegetables insanely soggy and disgusting. It would also go everywhere and stain everywhere in my office. I'm not putting chili stains in my office to be a moron.
It would make the salad soggy. He does know that lettuce like gets wet, right? Like that it can be wet for an amount of time without getting just sloppy, disgusting. Like you can do that, like kind of like you would put the wet ass sauce. That's the new song from Cardi B, obviously, wet ass sauce. You can put the wet ass sauce on top of the salad, and it doesn't make a difference because you're gonna eat it. You're not gonna let it set overnight or something, just soaking it in. You're gonna eat it right then and there. So you could put the chili on top. But okay, all right, man, I just fucked that up bad. And I can't even fix it on the fly really quickly. Hold on, let me buy 2 seconds worth of your time to figure out what where I was. This is 16, 25, 56. 16, 25, 25, 56. Close enough.
You
Look
end
at
up just
that.
tasting a bunch of bitterness and bacon. No mushroom
It's all
flavor,
bitterness
no
and
beef. I
bacon,
don't taste the
dude.
beef at all.
No, I didn't
And that's
taste the beef.
sad. It really is. Why have not?
Here's the
I got
chili.
one that tastes like a Reese's
Now we're
cup.
begging again. Sorry.
I've
We're
seen
back.
different
We're back.
moonshines. I've never had one though. I've actually never tried moonshine. I wonder if I would like it.
Kevin said Phil always eats his stuff
So thank
weirdly
you for that, and
separate.
Spawn
Well,
Killer
he
did a
was fucking
$2
eating the
super chat. Says, why
tomatoes
didn't you
and the
mix the
corn
chili
out
and
of the
salad?
salad in
Because I'm not a
advance.
moron.
Like, what is that?
Because that
I've
would make
never
an
seen anybody
insane
do that
mess.
except for
It would
children.
immediately make all the vegetables insanely soggy and disgusting. It would also go everywhere and stain everywhere in my office. I'm not putting chili stains in my office to be a moron on camera. You know, that's just idiotic. It's stupid. Why would you put that in there? It's disgusting.
Also, the idea that he couldn't pour chili
Especially
without
because they give you the
fucking
dressing,
slopping it
and
all
then they
over the
expect you to
place
put
is
this in there
dumb.
after the dressing. Like what?
That's
No.
so goofy. This guy lives in a fucking like made up world. 100%.
Well,
Never
I think
seen
I
anybody
don't
with
think I'm
issues
gonna
like
eat
the
it. I'm
guy.
gonna take one more bite of this, and I'll have some fries, and that's it. This is too dangerous. Like it's just not good. Like I said, if I just take the chili liquid, right, with no meat, I'm trying to get the chili liquid. All right, so here it is.
Chili liquid sounds sick.
That's legitimately tasty.
You're not supposed to be separating the chili liquid from the chili
Seriously.
nuggets or chunks
really,
or whatever you want to call them.
The liquid in the
The
chili is
solids
good,
of
but
the
as soon as
chili
I take
should
a scoop of
remain
the
in
meat
the chili.
and the beans, and I eat it like this.
Yo, Teeling Soldier
Oh.
in chat. Big ups, brother.
Yo, that's nasty. That is straight up nasty. Oh. No, it's not good. I don't know how someone could like this. Everyone has different taste, okay? Everyone has different taste. So you meant like it. This is not for me, dude. My wife makes homemade chili. The chili she makes.
I thought he was gonna say, now my wife would love this fucking slop. She would fucking guzzle this down at a heartbeat, boss. Not for 1 second would she take any issue with this. I thought that's where he was going. That's crazy, man. But no, we didn't go that far yet.
Has multiple beans, has some kind of meat. Usually it's ground turkey, corn, onion, a whole bunch
Don't ever
of
make my
seasonings,
fucking chili
and a
with ground
hearty
turkey.
tomato
I'm
base
tipping that
with
bitch
chunks of
over.
tomato in it. That's
I'd be
amazing,
upset.
mouth-watering chili. This doesn't even taste anywhere close to that. Not even an effort to try to make it taste like real chili. It's just not good.
Yeah, and I think that's what it is, Dean. I think it's because Wings likes it because it's a meme. Like he feels like he has to hate on it more than it really deserves, simply so that he separates himself
One
from
final
the
bite of
meme
my
that
chili,
much
and I'm done with
further,
this. I can't
which is
say- I've
a
already
huge
been here
waste
almost
of
an
time
hour.
because nobody gives a
Yes.
shit, bro. We're gonna laugh at you all the same. It doesn't matter what you say, when you say it, how you say it. There's gonna be things to point and laugh at. So just
I'm done.
be
I'm tapping
genuine.
out. I'm not eating the chili for any amount of money. It's disgusting. I would not eat that. Oh, I almost licked the spoon because I'm so used to licking a spoon when I eat because I like the food. I almost licked the spoon. What a bad habit.
What a bad habit to
It's
eat the
terrible.
food you paid for. I agree. You
I
should eat
mean,
less.
Listen. Let me put it this way.
All right, go ahead.
I
Break
can
it down.
understand people
One final time.
overeating. I really can. I've eaten things in my life that I got kind of addicted to. I used to find like the double cheeseburgers back in the day at Burger King very addictive. Remember when they had the Burger King stacker? I really liked the sauce that was in the Burger King stacker. And I would get like the double or triple stacker with bacon and cheese and all that. It's insanely bad for you, but I loved them. Like I was craving them and I would eat them all the time. Or there used to be a deli that I used to go to that used to make these super stacked deli sandwiches, multiple meats, your turkey, ham, roast beef, cheese,
sounds
multiple
heat.
kinds of cheese. You'd have like American and cheddar, and then it would be like mayo and an aioli and lettuce and tomato and fresh onion on a bread. It would be like a super stacked sandwich. That's the kind of stuff like, okay, I would eat this too much and get fat. And I did. I used to be a 240-pound human individual. Now I'm 195. I might even be lighter.
Dude, it's a joke. It's actually a joke when I describe people as human style individuals. Like, but DSP unironically describing himself as a human individual is peak comedy. Like he really is the living embodiment of the meme. Like we talk goofy as a joke, and DSP legitimately talks that way. It's so funny to me.
Next, I haven't weighed
So
myself in a month
fucking
or two,
funny.
but to
Annoying
me,
people in real
I'm gonna
life
eat,
is worth it,
right?
knowing that
And I'm gonna
DSP
put
unironically
myself
says
into
stupid shit
unhealthy
like that.
situations. I'm gonna eat food that's good, that's worth it. You crave it. It's delectable. I can't imagine how a human could like this and crave it and find it delectable. You could get better chili than this. And if you got hooked on the better chili, I'd be like, okay, I get it. Chili's pretty good. This is not good chili at all.
But the exact same fucking thing could have been said about what he was just explaining, though. Whatever fucking sauce they used for those stacker burgers, whatever those stacker burgers were at Burger King that he loved so much, I promise you there was
good morning,
somebody
Trey.
out there who was saying this exact thing about those. Yeah, the stack burgers are, you know, I gotta understand how somebody could like them, but to get hooked on this, to get fat off of these, to crave this, doesn't make any sense to me because it's a mid-tier burger at best. Go have a better burger and I would understand. DSP apparently just can't see that, despite it being exactly what he just said. He just doesn't understand that like different perspectives exist, despite acknowledging it all of the time. Literally in this segment. And thank you. I'm gonna go with X. Bure X. That was definitely a name that I'm familiar. The profile picture I'm familiar with. The name I'm not. Thank you, X, for the 5. I don't know how someone could like this. Everyone has different tastes. I didn't put the chili on the salad because I'm not a moron. Contradictions are wild. Exactly proving my point. 100% right on time. Thank you so much, X, for driving it home. And the 5, of course.
Way. There's no reason to eat this. You want to know the most messed up part about all this? You know what I saw at the grocery store last week? Wendy's chili in a can.
Awesome.
I'm not kidding you. They sell this in a can at the grocery store. What is wrong with
I
Americans?
hope it costs less.
What is wrong with these people?
It's like when Chick-fil-A started selling their sauce in stores. It's actually mad convenient and hopefully saved a lot of people from going and eating food they had no business eating because they could get it from the comfort of their own home instead and make it a little bit healthier. Now, if you want Wendy's chili to go on your salad, you could make your salad at home and just use the Wendy's chili out of the can. Sounds like a W if you ask me.
It's absolutely insane, right? Like, what is happening? That this is our populace. That, well, this is normalized to eat this kind of slop. It's disgusting, man.
You're the one who
Dollar
ordered it to
shits.
your house.
The $1.25 tip says the small chili is 240 calories, 10 grams of fat, 22 carbs, 15 grams of protein.
Thanks, Derek.
Not horrible for you. It just doesn't taste good. It doesn't taste good at all. That's my problem. Not the health issue, but it just does not taste good to me. So I would not eat this, you know? I wouldn't, under any circumstance, would I put myself through eating Wendy's chili.
Except that you did right now. Like literally, just a second ago, you literally put yourself through eating Wendy's
So
chili
overall,
for a
let's rate
monetary
everything.
amount.
First of all, I think you can tell what I like the most. I finished the burger, right? So out of the 3 items, the burger I finished. This, honestly, if it was not melted, I would have eaten the Frosty. But
You
the
could
Frosty
still
just
drink
melts
it.
So
It would-
fast.
it
And by
would
the way,
still
for the record,
taste good.
That didn't used to be the case. The old Wendy's Frosties back in the day were very, very hyper cool. When you ate it, you could feel.
They were what?
But the Frosty just melts so fast. And by the way, for the record, that didn't used to be the case. The old Wendy's Frosties back in the day were very, very hyper cool.
Good morning, Kanye.
What in the fuck is hyper cool? I've never heard this term in my life. What fucking marketing pitch did he go to? Hyper cooled? With fucking what, brother? What sort of space age technology did they use to hyper cool your Frosty? You mean like the ice cream style machine everybody fucking uses? What the fuck is like they cooled it with a gel? I'm confused. I genuinely don't know. I don't even know what he could be talking about. Thank you, Redbird, for the 2. He really thinks he's some big deal above all of us. Absolutely. He thinks he's a big deal above everybody. He's the cock of the walk. He's the best to ever do it, obviously. I mean, look at the guy. How could you disagree? Yeah, superconducting chili, exactly, Tim Snake. You know what's up. The hyper cooling of the freeze or of the Frosty.
When you ate it, you could feel like granules of ice in your mouth. I know to many of you, you're like, what the hell are you talking about? Because this new Frosty is totally different. They redid their ice cream and everything. So now it melts in seconds. You know, the Wendy's.
Yes, they designed it that way.
15 minutes to get
It
to
was
the meal.
intentionally
So maybe tops
melting
15, 20
faster,
minutes, it's
of
already
course.
completely melted. I can't eat it. So very disappointing. Very, very disappointing.
If you got fucking ice cream anywhere and sat around for 15 to 20 minutes, it's going to be melted. Period. That's it. That's actually just the facts of life. If you're in a room temperature environment and you're sitting around with ice cream for 15 to 20 minutes, you're fucking done so. It's melted, bud, and you've got no one to blame but yourself.
That's the case. And also,
Thank you, Bill Brasky, for the 4 months. Cold fusion style Frosty. And that's what we need more of in my life, for sure, dude. Cold fusion style.
not salted caramel, it's butterscotch. It tastes like butterscotch.
How dare
like
ice cream
maybe a
melt?
lighter butterscotch, but it's definitely a watered down butterscotch. It's not salted caramel. They're misrepresenting what it is and trying to sell it as a different product. The salad is fine. The veggies were fine. If you ate that with a different dressing, I would say have the taco salad. It wasn't bad. But that dressing was too tangy and creamy and overpowering, and you couldn't taste
too
anything else you were
tangy.
eating but the dressing. And it's just tanginess. It sucked. That was a very disappointing situation because if I had known that, I wouldn't have used the dressing. I would have probably got a different one. The chili is absolutely revolting unless you're just drinking the liquid. The actual tomato base
insulting.
is good.
It's
but the
revolting.
rotten meat,
It's
or it's not
sick.
rotten, but the old meat that's in it is bad. I would not eat that. That is disgusting. And then the burger, the mushroom cheeseburger, too bland, very bitter. You can taste the bitterness of the garlic and the garlic aioli and the bitterness of the Munster cheese. There's almost no flavor to
this
it.
guy
All you
doesn't
can really
fucking
taste
like
is the bacon
anything.
trying to cut through, but the bacon was rubbery, so I couldn't even enjoy the bacon. So honestly, out of all 3 items, I didn't like any. I didn't like any of them. This was the best thing right here.
And I think that's really all of the information you need to know about DSP and his food preferences. Out of all of the different things that he's eaten today, the only positive thing that he had to say about any of it was that these fries were mid at best. They're not great, but he's going to continue to eat them. That's it. That's the takeaway. This is what the people pay for week after week, day after day, stream after stream. They pay for this guy to sit here and seethe about all of the different food that he eats. And because all he wants to do is fucking shovel his face full of cold fries, I guess. That's peak fucking food for the guy.
This is good.
This is good. This is what people
the
should be
fries,
striving for.
skip everything else.
Cold Wendy's fries.
But Wendy's does do good cheeseburgers, regular cheeseburgers. A good Wendy's cheeseburger with the lettuce, the tomato, the onion, the pickle, cheese, mayo, and ketchup. Primo. I like that. I'm just sad at what they put on the on this mushroom burger that made it bad. I'm hungry, so I keep eating the fries because I didn't eat anything else. Well, I ate the burger. That's true. I did eat the burger, I guess. All right. Well, for DSP Tries It, the new Wendy's menu, it ain't very good. Stick with the regular stuff. Stick with the fries. Stick with the regular burger. Don't waste your time on that crap. But if you want to try a different salad without that dressing, the freshness of the veggies was good. So I don't complain about. I think they did a good job with the vegetables.
He's
What ruined it was
unironically recommending a
dressing
salad from a
selection.
fast
So-
food place with like
All right, ladies and
no
gentlemen, that's it for
self-realization.
GSP
Very
Tries It.
cool.
Someone made a point. They said, "Are you aware you're near episode 200?" I was like,
I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
All right, guys, I want to say thank you so much for being here for the return stream of Atlas. There was no static. I want to thank you all for putting up with that when you did. Shout out to everybody who tuned into those streams for my issues. Sorry to everybody who didn't make it and didn't get to laugh and poke fun at me. Apologies. For those of you who don't know, though, I was actively trying to do a segment during those streams that were messed up. I did turn it into a video. So if you were curious as to what the RTU Kino Casino segment was supposed to look like live, I don't have it for you, but I do have a video that I hope is good enough. I know some of you are stream only style, some of you are not, but hopefully you'll watch it, you'll enjoy it. Other than that, thank you so much to everybody who was very cool and generous today. Shade Haxor especially bought me the burrito today. Atlas gets to eat. It's always a good day when Atlas eats. So thank you, thank you. Please be here tomorrow at 8 p.m. for not here, don't be here. Be at WPIG 1651 at 8 p.m. tomorrow for Rack the King. I'm looking forward to it. It got skipped last week. Hopefully this episode is absolutely fantastic. Hope to see you there. Bye.